Gary called me last night. Gary had to take some days off for personal reasons. Family stuff. And then he was all bummed out about what Sal said about him on the wrap-up show.
Did he hear that?
He heard about it. So I got to calm him down. I said, Gary, Sal's, busting your balls.
Even Sal had to wrap it up by saying, Gary's great. And, he was just busting balls.
Yeah, here was Sal on the wrap-up show talking about Gary not being here and how smoothly things were running.
The one funny thing that I notice Gary does, especially to these guys, although I'm sure Howard appreciates it, he'll stop whatever they're saying and explain it for him. So Sal will be like, hey, Howard, let me tell you what happened last night. And Gary go, hold on. Sal, let me tell the story. And then he'll just take over the story.
Right. And he ruins it every time. I got it, Sal. Let me tell him. Let me tell him.
I got it. I got you.
And you guys got to speak for yourselves today and felt things went a little bit better than usual?
It was just like a piece of furniture was removed out of the room, and you could get to the door quickly and get out better. There was air. You can breathe.
So a lot of the guys feeling that Gary is very controlling when he's in here.
It was a great wrap-up show yesterday because it really was a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily know was going on. The guys were revealing, and there was a whole conversation about how Gary gives them a look to keep them quiet, and then he gives them permission to speak to you.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Things are running pretty smooth, though, I got to say.
Yeah.
I know it bummed Gary out to hear that.
I spoke with him yesterday.
He gave you the rap, too, right?
And he's like, Sal went through all this marriage issues, and, I kept under wraps. And for him to go in there and say that, it's like...
That's what he said to me, too. He was like, Wolf, it's not like I'm off having fun. And when Sal was having all his marital problems...
He was his confidant.
Right.
I never went on the air and said anything, and now it just really hurts to hear Sal saying things are running smoothly without me.
Look, there's no question that Sal is a backstabbing phony.
Absolutely.
But in this particular case, it's a funny bit that he's doing. And I feel bad that that Gary feels that serious about it. I thought he'd let it roll off his back,
Yeah, I thought he'd realize it's Sal.
Here, listen to Sal from the wrap-up show.
Today was a day where we felt things were a lot more fluid. And by the show, you could tell that certainly was the case.
But also, you have to remember, though, everyone was on their best behavior today. Like, if Gary's gone 2 weeks, I have a feeling that, it would turn into mass chaos in the studio during the commercial break. Gary,
Jason, your job's secure.
Gary's the point, man.
Your job's secure.
I stick up for him. He's not here.
Everything was great today, Jason, right?
Yeah, everything was great.
And what was the difference between today and other days? Who was missing?
Gary.
There you go.
So are you saying that the show doesn't need Gary?
The show definitely needs Gary.
Yeah, but
it's just fun to break his balls. Gary is a f***ing awesome producer. He's held the fort down for 20 years. He's taken on so much bullshit.
Here comes the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes of Don Rickles' concert.
No, you cannot deny Gary's not a great producer. But at the same time, it's fun to break his balls, and Gary can be... he's a boisterous guy sometimes, and he's definitely commandeering and dominating. That's his position. So today, like Howard said, things did run a lot smoother today without him.
Did you notice a difference in Howard today, Sal? Seriously?
Yeah, definitely. Much more vibrant, much more on a roll. Definitely he was in a better mood. And things happened today, too. I mean, I know Fred Norris was speaking more. Like I said, we had good news, 7.1 million listeners. And we didn't have...
What does Gary have to do with that?
Yeah, even the listenership went up because Gary wasn't here.
We had good news because Gary was here. So I guess he got back to Gary and he got all freaked out. That's from the mail, by the way. So one of our listeners.
Good job.
You know, Sal has a new theory today, though. He was a little upset that Gary's not here because he thinks that's the reason you didn't sleep well last night.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, so now Gary's responsible for
He's like, Howard's a little tired today, so I think it's because Gary's out.
Sounds insane.
He's going to drive Gary crazy if Gary doesn't hurry up and get back.
Yeah, Fred went off on Stuttering John on the wrap-up show.
Really?
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah, there was a couple of highlights.
Stuttering John accused me of putting in all the Fred hates me and his own paranoid schizophrenic role.
Right, yeah, they were talking about hate mail. John used to accuse Fred of stacking the deck against.
Right, when all the hate mail would come in saying that John sucks or John's an idiot or blah, blah, blah.
Right. And Fred went on to explain that that was horseshit. And then John started sending in his own letters about, he'd have people sending...
plant letters that were nice.
Yeah. Fred also revealed that he thinks Ralph does call in too much.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, but that's not a secret. I think he does. And you know, but I think he's good for the show. But maybe a little less Ralph.
Yeah. And then Sal thinks Ralph doesn't deserve Howard.
Okay. Well, we know that.
Do you think there's any jealousy there because he's tight with Howard, because he gets on the show a lot? Did you ever feel jealous?
Beth Ostrowski is somebody who should be with Howard. She's a model. She's entertaining. She's talented. Yeah. That makes sense with Howard Stern. You know.
Do you believe this guy?
What is wrong with him?
I mean, he really is.
He's nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you call that? Psychosis or?
I couldn't figure out this line of questioning either. It's like, because it just made no sense.
He's so, again, you don't know where he's going to go in any crazy direction. He's just a guy you can't trust on any level. You know, it's scary.
Well, talent gravitates to talent. That's how me and Richard got the job. So a guy like Ralph, you kind of feel like, who is this like leechy guy who doesn't finish tasks?
Would he not then, if using your example, wouldn't that mean that Ralph has talent?
Right. There was a big discussion. Anyway, the wrap-up show is 11 o'clock every day with
Fred
John
bringing
Hine.
up logic.
And Sal,
Get that
yes.
Are things running smoother without Gary out there, really?
Absolutely wonderful.
Seriously?
Really good.
Yeah.
But the thing, Artie, you know I love you and stuff. Why are you pressing the backstabbing, no trust issue? I mean, I've been loyal to you, Howard, for 20 years, and everything
20
I've ever...
years? What are you talking about?
At least that. I mean, I've been listening to Howard since I was 17 years old. I'm 37.
Just saying, Sal, you know what I'm talking about.
But
Your
I've
opinions change on a dime.
But so do yours.
That's not like yours, Sal. Sal, at one point you're ruthlessly ragging on someone from a place that you know comes from not just goofing.
Give me an example.
And a second later you're kissing ass.
Give me an example. I got a million on you.
Like the Beth thing now. You're overcompensating now because you're afraid about what you said in the past.
Do you believe that, Howard?
Yes.
Really? Absolutely. Of course you are.
You're
kissing her ass extra now.
No, I use her
as something you said in the past. You know,
bullshit. I don't apologize for what I did in the past. I don't apologize. No, I don't.
What?
When I made my joke. No,
You're doing it right now.
No, that's something different. The point that I'm trying to make.
Thank you, Sal. Things are running.
I mean, I love Artie.
I've seen you kiss Gary's ass relentlessly.
But you do the same thing.
Yeah, but I didn't start this bit where Gary's not needed. I'm not doing that.
That's not my point. My point is that now you're painting a new picture of I can't be trusted. No. And, it offends me personally.
Sal, because, listen, here's the thing, Sal.
He calls me, I'm not a backstabber. I've never stabbed anybody in the back.
In a lot of ways, saying Gary was deeply offended. All right, listen, thank you very much.
The point that I'm trying to make is that, would you, Howard...
And we're back.
All right.
Hi, Lou. You're on the air. Welcome, Buffalo, New York.
Somebody's going to have a bad day now. He walked out of here dejected.
Yes.
Well, how you doing, boss?
Hey, now.
Hey, wrap-up show yesterday was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was a great show.
That's what I've heard in ages. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yes.
Artie told a lot of stuff about Benji writing lines for him and stuff, which is I had no idea he used to do, or that he had done. Just great, man. Really cranked.
All right, there you go, Lou. We're trying.
Can I ask Artie real quick on Rescue Me, are we going to get any more of those sweet tit shots? Or not?
No, not for me. That's the only shirtless thing.
I've still not seen your Rescue Me where you are topless, and I have it. I have the DVD, and I'm going to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to watch it so I can get it.
You'll think it's funny, even just because of my shirtlessness. I mean,
your titties aren't that big. I've seen you without your shirt many times. Everyone's commenting that you have big, massive titties.
Lately... look, I've never been 300 pounds before.
Do they fall under your arms when you lie down?
You know what? Here's the thing, because...
Let me see those titties.
What it's...
Sweet.
Sweet. That's disturbing.
Watch the show.
Are they really big?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying that what happened, too, was I have a sheet over... Like, in other words, he catches me banging this girl, and I get up and I put a sheet around me, so I'm holding it, which means I'm sort of bunched up. A little bit.
So maybe that's making you look a little more chesty than you are.
Like the Wonder Bra.
It's almost like a push-up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you could find... I bet you can find a picture of that scene on the Internet, I bet, or YouTube or something.
So, do you think, because you've always had a pretty good physique in terms of, because you played sports, so do you think your chest muscles now are starting to sag?
See, when I hopefully lose this weight, I'm worried that, being older now...
Skin will sag.
Yeah.
So now you're afraid to lose weight because your skin...
No. I have to try to, at some point...
I know what you mean.
But when you get older, it's not as tight anymore. And whenever I lost weight, I was always going to go right back to a body that, I had when I played baseball.
Can I tell you something? Because I wasn't 300, but I weighed 250, and I was heavy. Robin could attest to that. And then even now that I'm thin and I work out and stuff, I notice, like, my belly skin is always saggy a little bit.
Different.
Like, it's never really taut because of that extra weight.
So. I mean, when I say, like, 300 pounds for me is like, undiscovered country. I've never been in this area before.
You've never distorted your body like this before.
No.
But I think he's now maintaining the weight as a career thing.
Well, you know what I was kind of hoping?
Yes, he is.
Really?
Well, no, that's not true.
Yeah, it is
No,
true.
it really isn't.
I think that you've got this niche carved out of the fat guy, and you're afraid to lose weight.
He was the fat guy when he was thin.
No, I was 60 pounds later on Mad TV, and I was 100 pounds later in Beer League, and I was 100 pounds. I was 60 pounds later when I did every movie.
Do you have any plan to lose the weight? I mean, are you like...
Yeah, what are you planning?
Of course I have
What's going on in your head? Like, what are you thinking?
I got to just eat less and exercise.
It's Cupcake Wednesday. What have you done?
I didn't have a cupcake today.
Really?
No, I had
so you are on a diet officially?
No.
No.
No, but no, not at all.
But you know when you put your mind to something, you can do it.
Oh, sure.
So
I could lose the weight quickly. I'm just worried about what, like you say, I'm going to be 40 and your body's different.
Well, you could go to plastic surgery.
The only reason I'm staying 300 pounds now is because I'm hoping that the movie 300 gives me some sort of deal.
Predict your weight 1 year from now. Do you think you'll be 350 or do you think you'll be 250?
No, I can't say 350. Come on. I predict I'll be under 250.
You do?
Yeah.
A year from now?
Yeah.
All right. Mark the date down.
I'll take that bet. You want to bet?
I don't want to bet.
Well, that'll give him an incentive.
I don't want to give you any incentive.
Well, I don't have any incentive.
I don't want to be one of those people that encourages you to lose weight.
$100,000. Let's bet $100,000.
$100,000, you'll lose the weight. I know. Yeah. See, he needs the money incentive.
He'll lose the weight.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. All right, Tracy, you're on the air. Go ahead and say hi. Tracy, what's up? By the way, tomorrow, Tracy Morgan will be here. You made me think of the name Tracy. Also,
I'm sorry.
The Iron Sheik will be here.
Oh. Now, there's a lineup.
That's right.
I fear for Artie's safety tomorrow with this Iron Sheik coming in. He needs like a safe, clear passage out of the studio.
Well, when he's doing his Iron Sheik Jr., he will be out of the studio.
He's going to come after him. I mean, I think you and Robin are covered. What about Fred and Artie?
He won't know where he is. We'll have him out in the hall somewhere shooting out there.
There'll be heavy security.
Don't worry, we got it all. We're going to bring in the Iron Sheik like Hannibal Lecter. He's going to be on a
I mean, I still have to meet Artie someday, and I prefer him in one piece.
Meet me? Why? Would you like to, make out or something?
Are you into Artie?
I think you're awesome. I think you need to dump the hookers, first of all. Just meet a regular girl.
Yeah, regular chicks are turned off by guys who go to hookers.
Well, I was going to say, Artie, don't you know that? Yeah, that ruins your capital.
Money too. They don't like you. They don't respect you.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a good guy. You need a Yankee fan like me.
Right.
Well, what do you look? Game last night.
What do you look like?
I'm probably too old for you. I'm like 35.
Yeah.
Natural redhead, well, strawberry blondish. 5'7".
You sound like you talk a lot.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're going to cut me off.
5'7", what do you weigh? That's the big question.
Just under 130, about 128.
That's too much.
How old are you?
5'7".
About 118.
5'7", 130, you know.
5'7", 118 is nice, though. 10 pounds.
Call back in 10 pounds.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Artie likes his girls lean.
Okay.
I do, unfortunately. It's a double standard, I know.
It really is. It is. It's a shame. But anyway.
So you're here to tell us that...
It was great.
Right,
I know. I'm just...
All right. I don't know. She's annoying me. Hey, everything annoys me today.
But I was wondering if that was, women don't like that when you talk about it.
No,
I mean,
know.
You know.
Well, look, anything, I'm for the show, man. You know, this is
I think you should go out with Tracy.
Morgan?
No, just Tracy on the phone.
I love my sobriety.
He's going to be here tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's say hello to... All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do this. Never mind hello. This is... I've got tape of Riley Martin's show last night. Okay. I've got Sal and Richard making a new phone call to Community Cop. They call it the coughing and sneezing calls. They just literally call in coughing and sneezing. Let me play that for you. I can see you're intrigued.
The history of enslavement of our people in this country is one of the most quietest secrets. But next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Harlem. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Welcome.
Got a little bit of a cold today. Think I caught it in church yesterday for my grandson. We were...
All right, next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's happening, brothers?
Welcome.
There's Sal.
Philip calling from the Bronx.
All right.
I just want to say, as far as the passes are concerned in the community, I've experienced something, excuse me, as far as pastor in my community.
Okay, well, that's really not relevant. One of the things that we intend to do on this program is talk about serious issues. Next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Not feeling too good.
Next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Yeah, I've been saluting my brothers. Yeah, I just want to say, oh, yeah.
All right, click that one. Next caller, welcome to Community Cop. All right, next caller, welcome to Community Cop. All right, see, one thing you have to understand, you're dealing with a group of strong, intelligent black men, okay? So you can call with your foolishness. We're just going to ignore you. We understand where you come from. We understand your history. We understand your nature, what you're about. It doesn't faze us in the least. Okay, next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Why do you keep hanging up on me, sir?
Next caller, welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from? Caller, are you on the air?
How you doing tonight, man?
As we wind down, where you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from the Bronx, and I'm sick of
All right. We'll try to get one good caller, next caller, and hold it. One thing that I'm not trying to imply, I'm not going to say dogmatically, we have a lot of sick individuals throughout the city, and just listen to the voice. But we'll try to take another phone caller. Where you calling from?
Medication. I'm calling from Manhattan. I just shit my diaper.
Next caller? Next caller. Next caller.
And it went on and on.
No.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it? Those guys really worked that one hard. I mean, and it's like relentless, one after another.
How did they get through like that?
Well, I guess nobody else is watching.
Yeah, that's like, it's so impressive that, you know, there's that little people watching.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of little people, everybody likes the new Eric the Midget Everybody Dance Now song. I'll give you one more shot.
Zooming up the chart.
Oh, yeah, in Sweden. It's #1 already. Pretty hard to believe. All right, let's see what else I have. Oh, I told you I got Riley Martin clips, too. Let me play those real quick for you so we can get those out of the way. Mark Philippoussis is going to call in. That's the guy that...
Oh, he's very cute, too.
He's a tennis player. Because Beth says to me, I want to call him when he calls in. I go, what? You calm down. You're engaged.
He is absolutely gorgeous.
We were absolutely making wedding plans last night. We were starting to talk about...
What are you talking about?
Beth and
I thought there wasn't a wedding.
Yeah, now we might have a wedding.
I see I probably have the date booked already.
Yeah, we're hoping.
I knew you'd have a wedding.
I was such an asshole.
Why am I not in the soothsayer or psychic business? Didn't I tell you all this?
Yeah, you didn't. I said no. You know what's funny, too? Because like Beth and I always said to each other, we're not having a wedding. So one day I'm sitting around like about a month ago, and I go, you know, you ought to think this through. Like, maybe it'd be kind of cool to, like, get married in front of some people. And she went, you really? See? And I go, yeah. And she goes, okay. And now it's like, I go,
now it's a wedding.
Yeah, well, now I go, well, maybe we shouldn't have a wedding. And she goes, it was your idea.
She's probably already said something.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And so now you have to go.
She's already, like, thinking about the whole wedding plan.
Yeah.
Howard, you know, honestly.
You're not invited over.
I didn't agree as much as with Robin, you know, in the beginning of all this, when she's busting your chops. But after hearing, like, the last few weeks and today, just start painting a room for a baby.
Build a nursery.
Get a bassinet, a nursery, just paint. I mean, just do it. It's over.
No.
It's over.
No, it's not. No, she knows. She knows. She knows. I'm telling you, I'll bet you $100 grand on that one.
Give him the money.
No.
I think I have officially moved over to Robin's side.
And I laughed at all of you guys because I was like, how could they buy this? It's just ridiculous.
No, I'm telling you, I'm in denial.
You are.
Good.
You've been in for so long.
No more kids.
For so long, Howard.
No.
Just agree with me.
In fact, last night I said to Beth, if we're having a kid...
Tell me now.
Tell me now, because let's get a divorce before this even starts. And I said, and if you do change your mind during the marriage and you want to have a kid, I want a divorce.
Say you have a son with Beth, I'd love to see
I don't want a son.
Good-looking blonde kid with your brain.
No, it'll be a swarthy kid with...
Swarthy with...
The kid won't look like Beth. The kid will look like me.
Her hair and your looks? What are you... Now stop it.
I don't know.
Well, you got lucky with your daughters. They're all very pretty.
Say, you're beautiful.
So, I mean, and then you throw...
we're very lucky.
You throw Beth in there, and you have a son this time, and you're going to have like a... I like that. I like the combination.
He'll hate that kid because that kid will be scoring right and left.
That kid will start getting laid.
Junior high school.
Yeah, he'll get like the Lindsay Lohans of 15 years from now.
No, I don't want to see that. Wheels, you're on the air.
Come on.
And that pussy must be lined in gold and diamonds. I'll tell you, she makes you do whatever she wants, huh?
She make me do it. I brought it up.
What's happening to you, bud? You're getting soft.
I'm a fag. You're a fag.
You are gay.
You are gay.
You're gayer, much gayer than Michael Jackson.
He's a fag.
One more question. Where's Ralph today?
I don't know. You see? There you go. He's not calling. You see, you miss him.
Now you miss him.
Terry, you're on in Detroit.
Hey, Howard, great to talk to you. Listen, I hate to tell you, but Artie's right on the money. You might as well actually start planning and finding your bachelor pad, because it won't be long and Beth will have that nice animal rescue place that you pay for half your dough.
Oh, God.
Why are you guys
not getting
ahead?
half my dough?
I'm not predicting divorce. I'm predicting a long and happy life with a child.
Yes.
Oh, Howard knows better than that.
No more kids. I tell you, I'm just too old.
I tell you,
I
spent a weekend with a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
It was exhausting.
That's it. Let me tell you, so I have a friend who shall remain nameless who said they had to do the same thing and said it's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know what, though? You got...
Gorgeous kid, but I'm telling you, they take all of your energy and all of your time.
Yeah, and I don't care how many people you got helping you. It's just awful.
It's not awful.
Here's my wedding song.
Why marriage? Who are you marrying? I mean, who are you proving your love to? You don't dream about banging other chicks now? Come on.
I'm going to walk down the aisle to this.
You think there's a woman on this planet who is married who doesn't resent her husband? He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. He doesn't fulfill the needs. It's a laundry list. And eventually you'll go insane. Don't get married. Enjoy your relationship. Get out of here. Go get married. I'm going to laugh at you.
My God.
Yeah. You know, the good thing about getting married in your 50s is a decent chance you'll die before the marriage goes bad.
There's no chance at all for you. Look
No
at
luck.
your parents. They're still here.
I know, they're in misery.
No, I want you to... No, you're going to last a long time to see your kid. He'll be playing power forward for Duke or something.
Right.
Smart basketball
That kid
player.
is going to be
Blonde
laying
hair.
on the Riviera in a yacht.
That kid's going to be playing chess.
Banging.
Oh, yeah. I just for... You know what? You got to do it just to see the pussy your son gets.
Yeah, he'll have Howard Stern's libido.
Oh, you guys are making me nuts.
And money.
Well, I am telling you, I'm not doing that. Let's go to Billy. Billy, you're on the air.
You're going to get married. You're going to have kids. She's got you wrapped around her finger. You're a fig.
Wow.
You're a fig.
You mean because I'm in love with a beautiful woman?
It has nothing to do with being in love. That pussy has got you beaten.
You are fine.
Well, just for that, I'm jabbing a knife in my balls.
I would put 2. Artie, help him.
No, listen.
Artie needs help himself.
That's a definite. But
listen, long ago you said you would never get married again. Now you're making wedding plans. Long ago you said you weren't having kids.
Oh, sorry I brought this up.
You're going to have kids unless you...
Why am I being yelled at? What have I done to you, Billy?
Listen to what you said.
You were yelling at everybody else.
All right, I changed.
Hey, as Richard Pryor...
Also, you're leaning liberal.
Are you married, Billy?
Yes, I am.
Fag too, then.
Yes, I am.
Right.
Card-carrying bag.
As Richard...
I don't dish out what I don't deserve. You know what I mean?
I hear you. All right. Well, you've got a good point.
As Richard Pryor said, I don't know why bitches is always complaining. They got half the money and all the pussy.
That's right.
All right, Billy.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. You got to calm down there, though. You're going to have a heart attack.
Billy, you're killing him.
That was officially the New York opinion.
Yeah.
By the way, Riley Martin was on last night. I'll give you 3 highlights from his show in case you missed it. Riley Martin, of course, on every week at midnight on Tuesdays.
I just want to say, every day I pray for you that Howard Stern and Sirius is going to do the right thing, and they're going to pay you what you deserve.
Oh, boy.
Well, thank you, Leon. Well, otherwise, my year's contract will be up early next year. And then we'll go back. Now I got a mouthpiece. You know what I mean? I got a lawyer, Guido Ice Pick Sarducci, or something like that. He's going to talk to him. He'll talk to him this time. Right. Because they won't listen to me. You know, they say, hey, that dumb old Negro, we ain't going to pay him nothing.
Well, he's hired a lawyer now, Riley Martin. And I suspect the lawyer will get no further with Sirius than he has.
Have you had those meetings where you all say dumb old Negro and go pay
of course. Everyone sits around calling him a dumb old Negro. I don't think he's ever discussed, quite frankly. And Riley got word from our listeners, of course. They do such a great job of egging him on that I pissed in a limo. That's all he needed to hear.
I don't know if you heard earlier this week, but Howard Stern himself admitted to using a water bottle to piss in, similar to like your piss jug.
What?
Yeah. What do you think about this hypocrisy here now?
What?
Well, no. What?
Now, now he's doing it.
If he had went ahead and got an official Riley Martin piss jug, then he could have pissed with some type of dignity. You know what I mean?
All over his
Right, and he would not have splattered all over his leg. You see what I'm talking about? And that's what he should have done in the first place. Because any man that does not have a piss jug at some time or the other has got to be a girly boy.
Yeah, the rich guy got on your case for doing it in front of everyone. He's 5 feet from the limo driver doing it in the back.
Yeah, but you see, I am now selling official Riley Martin piss jugs out to Tookers.
Right.
You see what I'm talking about? So
yeah, he thought it was a joke.
Yeah, but it wasn't no joke, boy.
Well,
in the first place.
In the first place. Yeah, listen, they would have pee with some dignity. He is something else.
I love him.
Yeah. And then somebody asked him about the fact that he couldn't get it up for a while because he had sex with so many alien women.
Is that true? I didn't know he had gone through a period like that.
Yeah, I hadn't heard this.
I believe that you told me a while back, and I think this is in your book as well, that after you had the liaison with these 12 hybrid alien women, that subsequently, upon your return to the Earth, that you could not get an erection for a time, and that this troubled you at the time. And my question is, can you pinpoint the cause of this? Was it the aphrodisiac they gave you, or was it the sheer volume of the 12 women, or would you please elaborate?
The amount of activity coupled with the loss of body fluids would not have been possible on Earth for any normal man. Thus, they may have overloaded the system or took it to its brink. Therefore, I had to re-up, so to speak, and that took about a month. I love that they chose Riley Martin. Like, the aliens didn't choose Einstein or...
Right, they wanted to mate with Riley.
You know, or Stephen Hawking, some mind that they could, since they're advanced.
I had to re-up.
Well, that's always my question to him, is if they really were interested in getting this message out of the destruction of the Earth, they see Riley can't carry the message. Why wouldn't they go to somebody else?
Yeah, like choose someone with a little more credibility. Eric, you're on the air in Hoboken, New Jersey.
I wanted to ask you, how in God's name did you ever hook up with Ralph? I need to know that.
How I met Ralph?
Yeah, how did he leech on to you?
Well, the earliest, I didn't know at the time. When I was on NBC Radio, Ralph was a devout fan. In fact, there are 2 instances, which we've actually gone back and listened to, where Ralph called in while he was in high school to our NBC radio show. Did you know that, Rob?
No.
Yeah, I've actually heard those. His mom was there with him, too. I think I put his mom on the phone.
This is kidding.
Yeah, that was the earliest Ralph phone call when we were at NBC. And I didn't know him as Ralph or any of that. But what happened was I was performing at what used to be called the Felt Forum, a New Year's Eve live show for about 5,000 people. And I had this idea that I would talk to my stage. And I would I was always fascinated by ventriloquism, that I would create as a penis and work it from inside my pants. And talk. Right. So I didn't know how I would create this. Having zero budget and zero knowledge of show business, where would you go to create this? And we got a letter from a young Ralph Sorella, who somehow, I'm not even sure how we hooked up, but Robin, correct me if I'm wrong, we got a letter from him.
Yeah.
And he decided to come and introduce himself, and he would make this. He sent me some ideas that he could do this. Well,
I think he had drawings and all kinds of things.
Now that I think back on it, typical Ralph, he wasn't ready. It was too rushed. He shows up New Year's Eve with a talk that doesn't work.
Right.
And I hit the stage, and I'm on stage. One thing I don't like Artie talks about the life of a stand-up. You go to different markets and you hone an act and all of this stuff. Right. I had no act. This was it. I was going to go up on stage for the first time in my life. I never believed in rehearsing.
You definitely needed your...
I was going to talk. Came out of my mouth and what came out of this puppet thing, and it was a horrible bomb, a terrible show, and it didn't work, and that was the end of that. I said, that kid, he's talented, but he didn't come through.
Wow, so, and you gave him another shot?
Well, what happened was we got our Channel 9 show, and like Saturday Night Live, we needed to make me up into different characters and things, and unbeknownst to me, the Channel 9 people, I think Dan Foreman got a letter from Ralph showing some of the work he'd done on horror movies. He'd done some work on some independent horror films, doing makeup. Oh, yeah. Ralph's a very talented guy. People don't realize it. All the Channel 9 shows, when I looked like Ted Kennedy or Clarence Thomas, that was Ralph, and he would turn that stuff around in a matter of days.
But in that Felt Forum show, wasn't there like a whole bodysuit?
Yes, I came out as Rambo. Well, that was later on. That was at a different show, I think.
I thought that, and because the prosthetic, everything kept popping off, it didn't stay on.
But so Ralph was hired by the Channel 9 show to do this stuff, and Ralph, that's where he did his best work, I feel. He really came in, and every week he got it done in time, and it wasn't easy, because sometimes, like Fred would say, on Thursday, we'd say to Ralph,
where is it?
Changed it around.
I'm going to be Clarence Thomas, and he'd have to have it
scramble.
So Ralph made a mold of my head. He knew how to do all of that, and he would paint these prosthetic pieces.
Wait a minute, you did, because I had that done, too, when I had to do Mad TV. That's a very professional, dangerous process.
Well,
Ralph did it.
Ralph molded your head?
Yes.
Wow.
I was so afraid of Ralph and realizing he probably didn't know what he was doing.
Because you got to go under. Did they pour all that blue shit on you?
Yes.
It's very claustrophobic.
I wouldn't allow my whole head to be done, just my face.
Didn't he have a professional mold guy there, though? He did bring in professional.
One time he did it on his own.
Really?
Yeah. And I allowed him to do this.
See, knowing you, I can't believe that.
I was crazy back then.
Right.
I would do anything.
Actually, I think that it wasn't horror movies that Ralph had worked on.
Yeah.
I think, Ralph, those were his Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
He claims he worked on some independent... In other words, like if an NYU student wanted to do a horror film or something.
Yeah, that's not even an independent movie. It's a student film.
Right. I think that mostly what you saw were... Because he loved Halloween.
Yeah.
And he always did an elaborate costume for himself.
Well, to tell you the truth, he did a great job at the Channel 9 show. And then he would come up to me and say, your look is horrible. He was very honest with me. He said to me, this bouffant hairdo and the clothing you're wearing is way off, as it was. And he said, why don't you grow your hair out? I said, you're right, I probably will. And I listened to him, and he started to talk about clothing and this and that, and I found that we had a lot in common in terms of, what we wanted to, what I wanted to project my image as, so... Whatever it was, and that's how he worked his way into my situation, and I was very, very fond of him.
That's so funny. Listen, real quick.
Why is that funny?
Well, because I thought, so that's only about 16, 17 years ago.
No, NBC...
91, and NBC was a couple of years before.
Well, when was the Channel 9 show, actually? Oh, he's right. Maybe it's like 15 years ago.
Well, when he called in at ABC, it would be well over
NBC.
20 years ago.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't in my life.
Wasn't.
But
he was a fan.
Now,
Ralph, are you there?
Hey, now.
Do I have that right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was a fan of yours from the very. I mean, I was before you even got to NBC, I was listening to NBC, and then I've heard you from the day you got there, and I was a fan. And then you started doing shows at Club Monet,
And at that point, that's when I was starting to do all this special effects. I had already been doing some things, and I went to one of these shows, the Club Benet show. Remember I got that picture of that girl sticking the heel up the guy's ass?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was the prom.
The prom thing. Yeah, I went to that, and I gave one of your interns like 5 or 6 pictures and a note, and then Gary called me like a couple weeks later and goes, Howard really liked your pic. He wants you to come in.
Yeah.
Can there ever be a story with Gary in it where that voice is not done?
No, and you know what's so funny? Right off the bat, Gary had a problem with me. He called me and goes, you don't know how lucky you are. A lot of people send in a lot of stuff and Howard doesn't respond. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
No, that's an insult.
What's that?
That's an insult.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so?
Well, hey, listen.
But also, I just want to say, I was doing a lot of stuff at that. I mean, I'm not going to get defensive, but I wasn't just doing Halloween costumes.
I said you worked on movies.
See, but this piques my curiosity now about Ralph. So then you at some point you get to deal with the E! show. So Ralph then moves over to doing your hair because
my phone's all crappy. Let me call back.
But that's how I remember Ralph in my remembrance.
Right,
he did your hair for the E! show, right?
Yeah, but that was after the Channel 9 show.
Right. So now he's here every morning with you guys. He does your hair and he hangs around, right?
Well, the thing was when we were doing the Channel 9 show, I put wigs on Howard, and then like one day you were trying to fix your hair. I was like, hey, you want me to help you with that? Because I'm not a hair guy. I don't know what.
Channel 9 show, I would wear this prosthetics and makeup and hair and all.
But in the early days of E! Would at some point was Ralph your every morning hair guy?
Yeah.
So he would be up at the studio because those early E! shows, Ralph's always hanging around. So
like 3 or 4
clearly
years
he's doing all this work.
Yes.
And people could see that. How did he get this reputation of a guy not doing anything?
I don't know.
Like what?
I think the reputation comes from the fact that he's always just worked for me. And now his stylist job really requires him to come to my house for a half hour. But he does do shopping and stuff during the week. But people feel he isn't busy enough. But he's managed to work his life to the point where he doesn't have a job that takes up all his time, and he gets paid.
And if I had something to do that takes up all my time, I do that too. I mean, I'm not lazy.
The fact is, Ralph, I feel, if he had concentrated in one area, I've always said this to him. I said, with those prosthetics and all the makeup you do, if you had just concentrated on film work and gone to work for a guy like, what is his name, Rick Baker?
Rick Baker,
the special effects guy. He could have had a very big career doing that kind of stuff, but he never wanted to have a boss. He never wanted to have a 9-to-5 job. He never wanted to have to answer to anyone.
No, but
I held him back.
I won't say derailed, but I started working with you, and I enjoy. I mean, obviously I was a fan of the show. I enjoyed working on the show. I started working on Channel 9. I'm doing makeup. I'm doing some set stuff, some costume. It gave me a chance to kind of do different things.
Yeah, he enjoyed his work.
And I go with the flow, that's where life took me.
Eric, that's how I met Ralph.
I just want to say, aside from the Barry and the fact that he still rides the path, he almost is a clone of you. His personality, the way he answers questions.
Well, I raised him. He had no father. I'm a father figure to him in a sense.
Well, at this point, don't people mistake Ralph for you?
And he loves it. He loves it. He walks around looking identical to me, and it's ridiculous. People stop and go, I'm telling you, I went bike riding with him. I'm wearing a helmet. I'm all disguised, and he's just riding around. And someone stops us and goes, hey, I know who you are. And I go, uh-oh, here we go. How does he recognize me through the helmet? He goes to Ralph. You're Howard Stern. While I'm sitting there.
I was coming off the subway the other day, and I almost I walked to the corner, and there's Kelly Ripa, and she looks at me, and she's about to say hi, and then she stops.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Eric.
Real quick, Howard.
Yes.
You mentioned that something about being on stand-up and so forth, that you were doing not stand-up.
No, I never did stand-up, Eric.
I realize that. But, the other day, Monday, when we were downstairs with the girls, we were listening to Artie's It's the Whiskey Talking.
Yes.
And I got to say, in the beginning, when Artie came on for the first four years, I didn't like Artie. I missed Jackie. Over the last 2 years, I became a huge Artie fan. And the first time I actually watched It's the Whiskey Talking was on that party bus on Monday, and I got to say, not only me, but people were pissing in their pants. He does a bit where he's playing basketball with a bunch of black guys, and you got to watch this. You got to.
I know the bit. He uses the N-word.
Yeah.
I've seen his video.
It is phenomenal. The facial expressions, the whole slow motion. Artie's a genius. We love him.
Oh, good. Well, there you go. I told you would. You just have to hang in there 4 years. Thank you very much. All right, Eric.
4 years is a long time.
Love you, too. There you go.
Thank you for that.
All right. Well, it took 4 years, for Christ's sake, you to win people over. I don't know what the hell the problem was. But let's take a break. We'll be back right after these words. The duck.
Yeah, we haven't talked to him.
He should rub tweeds on himself.
Yeah, he's also, he wrote a book which
really?
is just insane.
What is this book?
There seems to be some autobiographical parts to it, and he does mention me in the most unflattering way.
Really?
Yeah, I think I've had it with him.
What happened there?
Well, he'll be here at 8 o'clock, and I'll tell you. I mean, really. He writes about.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I got a lot of questions about his book, and about the Affleck duck. Dummy. He had to
go and tweet some
bad
stupid jokes.
Yeah, they weren't even good.
No.
I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna yell at him like I'm yelling at you.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes. Hi, morning.
It's nice to see you again, sir.
Oh, yes.
Rubber balls and liquor, I've heard.
Rubber balls and liquor.
It's an interesting title.
Gee, the press is crazy.
Oh, the
They're
paparazzi.
all over the place here.
They're everywhere.
Yes.
So, Gilbert, you've got the new book.
Oh, yes.
Jeff, you're on the air.
And what else is new? I mean, a lot's changed since last.
Oh, yes. It's just, I'm the new Pillsbury Doughboy. I just thought I'd announce that.
Wow, you are ever evolving.
Yes, it's just insane.
Either way, you can look either way.
Oh, yes.
I appreciate you dividing the time.
Yes.
All right.
This way, if you put them together and put in your glasses, it's 3D.
This is 3D on the cheap.
Yes.
Okay, sir. I'll let you go talk to Howard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gilbert Gottfried wrote a book. It's weird because he was bragging to Will in the pre-interview. We actually pre-interviewed him about his book.
Yeah.
We've never had a book before. We have a book, and it's a weird book. Gilbert claims he wrote it himself, and then he told Gary in the green room he had a ghostwriter. So we don't know what he had. No one knows what he did.
Make up your mind.
Yeah.
Which was it?
Well, I would write, and then I'd send it in, and then
it was a combined effort.
They'd start looking at it and going,
we have to put this in some kind of shape.
Yes, yeah.
Because you didn't even graduate high school,
That's
so you're
right.
you're probably not a great writer.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you type it or did you write it longhand?
Oh, I was writing it longhand, and then they'd have to decipher it, and then say, okay, this has gone on too long. This isn't long enough.
It's a strange book. I have a lot of notes about the book because we've known Gilbert for a long time, and of course,
what is this book? What is the name of this book?
The book is Rubber Balls and Liquor.
Okay.
Rubber balls, in other words, a play on words where you rub her balls.
Rub her balls.
Which girls don't have balls. Right. Rub her balls and liquor. How do you explain the title even? Rubber balls and liquor.
That's from a kid's joke. Like a Jackie
Martling joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
A few people said, where'd you get the title Jackie Martling?
Right.
And they said, it's how the old kids joke goes is you ask someone to say rubber balls and liquor to everything you say, and you go, so I had breakfast today.
Rubber balls and liquor.
I had lunch.
Rubber balls and liquor.
What are you going to do with your girlfriend tonight?
Rubber balls and liquor.
Yeah.
And that's the joke?
And that's
that inspired you?
Yeah, for a kid.
Did you like that joke when you were young? Is that the joke you loved?
Is that your first joke?
Well, back then you thought, this is really risque stuff.
Listen, I defended you. First of all, I'll tell you.
Did you really?
I am mentioned in this book. There's one short story about me. I mean, if anyone's been better to this guy than me, I don't know who it is. I even defended him during that dopey Affleck duck thing.
Well, that's true. You did say they shouldn't have hired him in the first place.
Well, I said that. I said, who would be nuts to hire this guy? He makes the N-word, everything.
He's offensive all the time.
Nobody is more offensive than Gilbert, and then they're shocked when he makes a couple of Japanese jokes during a tsunami. I mean, it's insane, isn't it?
Yeah, although I still can't really talk about the...
because you got to pay out.
Yes, so I still have to...
I see. So you can't disparage the Affleck company.
So basically, I'm like the head of General Motors coming on a show going, let's not talk about cars. You know,
it's incredible. I know that you must be broken up inside because I know it was several $100,000 a year for just one day's work where it was to record the Affleck commercials and say Affleck. It was a day's work, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not even. I mean, when I say work, you got in front of a microphone and you went Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
And then the creative director would say to you, Gilbert, can you give me a little more passion when you say Affleck? And then you go,
act
Affleck.
like you're scared.
Yeah, act like you're the duck and you're scared. I mean, it was probably the easiest money you ever made in your life, right?
Oh, sure.
And I know you love money.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Where did you get this from?
I mean, it must be driving you crazy that your kids are getting older and you've got to pay for school.
And just that I have kids.
Right.
It's driving me crazy.
I know. And then Gary's in the green room with Gilbert. He says, how old are the kids now? Gilbert goes,
Yes,
I always have a problem with this.
I had to think about it.
And then he goes, the girl is for... He doesn't even know her name.
Yeah. I don't even say daughter or son. I still say the girl, the girl,
boy. And the boy is... Are you not proud of being a father? Or
I guess. I'm still like waking up in a twilight zone.
It's hard for you because you do have a difficult time connecting with people. I know this about you in real life.
Oh, yes.
So it must be weird. Like your wife's so normal and everything, and then like you are so disconnected. Does she have to yell at you all day and say, Gilbert, no, you have to go and take care of the kids now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you would ignore them.
Yeah,
well, I still wonder if Gilbert can be left alone with the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like, they'd find them like starved to death somewhere, and they go, and
do you forget them?
And you're going, I didn't know they had to be fed.
Do your kids drive you crazy? I mean, is it so hard for you to stay connected and like go, I want to do something for them, or I want to help them, or...
I still think, I don't know these guys who say they, it's such a great... I think it's a better experience for women. Like guys... you can enjoy it up to a point, and then you want to watch TV.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you give them affection? Do you hold them, hug them?
Up to a point.
Will you kiss them?
Okay, sometimes.
Yeah. Will you kiss your son? Like, oh, you're so cute, or will you just think that's gay?
Well, he's still not even 2 yet, so it's not gay yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you decided whether you'd kiss your son, like when he's 18, would you kiss him on the cheek and kiss each other, or do you think that that's something that should not be done?
I think they eventually decide.
Right. They figure you're gross and they're not going to kiss you.
Yeah, like, oh God, an old man is kissing me on the mouth.
The first thing I'm struck by. At first, I thought rubber balls and liquor was about, like, jokes or something. Mm-hmm. But this is the story of your life, and yet you leave out huge hunks of things. Like, you don't mention your wife except at the end.
Yes.
You don't even mention how you met her. You don't mention anything about her. You don't mention anything about your children except you dedicate the book to your children.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, that he did.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm like Danny Thomas.
Did you find yourself dedicating the book to your children because it's the right thing to do, not because you really wanted to?
Yeah, I didn't know who else to dedicate it
you
to.
Had nothing else.
Right. So you getting back to Affleck for a second. I know you can't disparage the company, and you got to be careful because you get a payout of some kind. But this has got to be killing you because it was hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Oh, sure.
Did it cross your mind at any time that rather than waste your time on Twitter? I mean, if you could take it all back, would you? Because it's on dopey Twitter. I don't know how many followers
you certainly didn't dream that this was going to happen.
No, you know what it was like to me, the whole thing, and even with the way the media went. I was a bigger story than the tsunami.
Right, you were.
A while.
You caused the tsunami.
Yes, it really was.
Do you think it was worth it in a way? Because didn't this put you back in the public eye, and it's kind of
you're a bad boy.
It's your bit weird promotion.
My Twitter account. Is like 100 times as much as it was before. And now whenever somebody dies, I get 1,000 Twitters going, hey, what do you got on this guy?
Well, are you afraid now to tweet? Because I've noticed your tweets have calmed down in a sense. You have kind of reined it in, right?
Well, this is the way I kind of feel. Like, people say, do you feel bad about it? And it's like, to me, it's both things. It's like, I feel like if I get up in the morning one day and I had cornflakes, and after that, I lose my job, and I'm on the news 24 hours a day condemning me. And so the first thing you'd go is like, oh, God, why did I eat cornflakes? And then you go, wait a minute, I ate cornflakes every day for years.
Right. Well, you make a good point.
Yeah.
None of us like cornflakes.
This is how you've been making a living.
Yeah.
You have every day of your life gotten up and made offensive jokes.
Oh, yeah.
So how can you rethink this now that they've discovered that you make offensive jokes?
Yeah, it's like I starred in The Aristocrats. I did the September 11 joke.
In a way, Gilbert, you now are in a weird position. You are not tweeting offensive jokes, and you were, for the first time that I know of in your career, you were forced to apologize.
That was what I want to know. How did you write this apology?
Well, was the apology part of your settlement? In other words, you had to make
I don't
amends?
know where that was. That happened on that, first day and a half where there was just...
Who advised you to make this apology?
I don't know. It was going back and forth, with the agents and everything.
So this was like a major high-level meeting kind of
Oh, yeah.
situation.
First time you're in touch with your agent.
Yeah, exactly.
Was this an attempt?
First time my agent called.
Was the apology an attempt to hold on to the Affleck account for you?
I don't think so. I don't know what it was. It's like that. Those first 2 days, I was a daze. That was
you were in a daze.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going,
you didn't know what had happened.
Like, what the hell? After everything I've ever said in my career.
Right. I mean, you've used the N-word on our show. You do, things about Jews, about Hispanics, the Holocaust.
He does it all.
I was thinking, watching it on the news every day and all over the place, I was thinking, okay, so they never saw The Aristocrats. They never watched The Roast.
You started defending yourself in your mind.
And they never once heard of your show.
Right.
Yeah, it's like...
Well, now you were involved with a corporation.
Yeah.
See, it never would have been anything except the fact that Affleck is did you know that 75% of their business is in Japan? You knew nothing about the company.
No.
Some celebrities actually look into the company they're endorsing. You don't even care. I mean, who knows
what... You think he's investigating Shudini?
Yes. Did you investigate Shudini? Do you know do you now look into where most of the Shudinis are sold?
Although this is something even before all this happened to me that I kind of was understood about Kathy Lee Gifford, who got in trouble with the sweatshop.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was thinking everyone was condemning her, and I thought, well, I don't know, does every celebrity who does a commercial, does he hire the CIA to check into it? It's like...
Of course not. So you didn't know this. Does the Affleck company call you? How do they fire you? Like, how does that all occur?
Oh, see, now it's getting into more and more.
Yeah, but I mean, do they call you directly or an agent?
Yeah, I found out for sure through the agent.
Through the agent, okay. Yes. And so the apology, your agent says, Gilbert, we got to do damage control.
I think this was a whole across-the-board and the funny part about it is you realize then that, the media needs something to talk about, so they make it into so much... This is what I loved about when they reported it. They said it was comments and remarks that Gilbert Gottfried made. Because if they said jokes he made, people would go like, what? So he's a comic making jokes.
Were you afraid for your life at this point? Because it got so heated that people were hating you so much. Did you get nervous?
The first 2 days on the Twitter account were like psycho emails. I think these are these people who live there and are and those were psycho. We're going to kill you and your family. You should die.
You were cyberbullied.
Yeah.
Right.
And then after that, it was just this overflowing of fans going, hey,
you're making a joke.
Yeah, you're making a joke. This is what you do.
But the apology itself was so not like you. Did you actually write it yourself, or did someone compose it?
We said it wasn't your work.
I'll be perfectly honest. That was like out of the machine, apology 176. Okay.
Here it is. I sincerely apologize to anyone who was offended by my attempt at humor regarding the tragedy in Japan.
Yes. It was.
I meant no disrespect, and my thoughts are with the victims victims and their families. Were your thoughts really with the victims and their families?
Anything about this that is true.
All right. Don't people know your thoughts are only on you and how to save money?
Well, it's kind of like when Mike Tyson has an apology or something released to the press.
Right.
And it's so eloquent.
Have you made a tsunami joke since? Now that, I mean, you are fired from Affleck, you might as well.
Yeah, I made a couple.
You did. You're still doing it.
a couple of other.
Right. So your thoughts are no longer with the families?
I sent out. I sent out a Twitter on Hitler's birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a tremendous cut in your income because I don't know what percentage of the Affleck commercial played into your income, but I would imagine it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Pretty big hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're upset about that, I have to think.
Oh, of course.
Right, because that was good. Do you think you're able to get any more commercial work after an incident like this, or are you now blacklisted? Are you persona non grata?
It's a funny thing because, I mean, this is what I realized, too, about, not that I just realized it about the media, is for a while, like, the tsunami was on every minute of the news.
Right.
And then one day I wake up and most of the news was taken up one morning by Chris Brown threw a chair backstage at Good Morning America.
Right.
Did that take the heat off you?
A little bit. And then you see that the newscasters are using the same emotion and same urgency talking about Chris Brown.
Right. What was your best tsunami joke out of all of this? When you were in the midst of this, what did you feel?
Were there any that you felt were of great quality?
Right. That were worth...
See, that's the funny thing. They picked out two that came across as the most mean, and most of them were really dumb.
Right.
When you really
that's what I said. He said, those aren't even the least bit offensive compared to what else he does.
Yeah. I mean, I did one, and I mean... I wish they would have had this one and introduce it with that same thing of like, we're warning you ahead of time.
Right.
One of the jokes I made was, what do Japanese Jews like to eat?
What?
Hebrew National Tsunami.
What?
Which is as dumb a joke.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right. It's supposed to be salami like tsunami.
Yes,
wow,
yes.
that's not even
going far.
That's crazy.
It's like if people could take offense to that, it's how stupid
you are
and basically unfunny.
Right.
Like, who's the top pop singer in Japan? Gwen Tsunami. You know, it was like I was doing jokes like that. So,
why waste your good material on Twitter?
Yeah, why use my A stuff?
The other impression I get is that while you're on Twitter, like someone said to me, do you know Gilbert follows all the people from our show, even the interns and all that? And I go, don't you realize Gilbert doesn't work the Twitter? He has some guy who you call him up and go, here's a joke, put this up.
And 99, I have about like 50 Howard Sterns and 60 Robbins.
Following you.
Yeah, so
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, so the Twitter is good for you for business, and yet the Twitter is the thing that really got you in trouble.
Oh, it's a scary time period.
Do you think this is the first time? Do you think this is the first time someone actually got fired for tweeting?
No, a few. I've been watching this now. Like one guy, he was in Detroit, and he was stuck in traffic or something, and he was doing stuff on his Twitter, and he said, this is the Motor City, and yet nobody here knows how to drive. Which is a pretty funny joke.
Right.
Certainly funnier than any of the ones I put up.
Yes.
But, I think Chrysler started suing his company, and he immediately was fired.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And then there was some teacher who was like, she didn't even put her name down. She just was complaining about her job. Like... loud kids, and she got fired. They found out.
That's Twitter's dangerous.
Oh,
it is scary, isn't it?
And one guy was at an airport, and he started complaining about the airline because they had delays, and he was there for a few hours. He got fired. It's a weird time period.
But you know what, Howard? You had started to go down this road. You didn't lose other commercial work that you had.
No,
it didn't
not
spread.
the Houdini account.
And you're still the parrot for Disney, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they had no problem with your jokes.
And the funny thing, too, is the people who really blew it up in the beginning and were the most offended, most shocked, most outraged were first TMZ.
Right.
Yes. And then Perez Hilton.
Yeah, he got upset.
Yeah. He draws penises on
little
celebrity
kids.
faces.
Yeah, right. He, at times I've had Perez on, and I said to him there was a point where he was relentlessly making fun of Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's kid.
Oh yeah.
Or so. Oh, no, it was Ben Stiller's kid or somebody's Adam
kid.
Sandler's kid.
Yeah.
That's who it was. And I said to him, "Gee, what'd the kid do?" I mean, and he's since rethought all of that. And he has grown, I guess, as a person. And so, so for him to be outraged.
For him and TMZ, the bastion of good taste.
And he'll draw, cum stains on someone's mouth and say that this guy's gay, and it's like, oh, you're the arbiter of good taste.
Yeah, so, you offended him.
Yes, yes.
Ultimately, though, if you could take it all back, would you? Because you'd want the money from the Affleck commercial, right? I mean, you would take it all back if you could. If you could go back in a time machine and say, hey, but you make it. You make a really good point. How could you ever go back in time and take? This is something how you make your living. Every day you're offensive.
Oh yeah, it's like I said. I said that before about the cornflakes.
Did you get so nervous during this that was there a certain point? Because when it's really bad, now you can look back on and go, you know what, I survived it.
Yes.
But were you starting to get neurotically crazy, like locking the doors, like, oh my God, I'm giving up show business?
It was
the worst I ever saw you was when you got ill.
Oh yes.
And you were going to give up show business, and that was no bullshit.
And then a day later,
you were back on stage.
Yes.
And so did you get to the point like, that's it, I've had it? I mean, the real Gilbert.
I was definitely going around the days for about 2 days there when I got because the first people to call you are the psycho Twitterers.
But not only the Twitterers, but even the agents are so concerned, and the people, and your wife was probably concerned, and everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God.
And I became one of those people where I'd look out my window and there were cars parked.
Right.
With reporters and stuff, and I'd go,
oh no.
Yeah. They would jump out of cars with camera crews, or they'd be hiding in doorways, and they'd run out.
Wow.
What was the kookiest thought you had during it? I can imagine at some point you went, maybe I should go volunteer in Japan, actually fly over. Did you
go over and pick up some debris.
Did you get to the point where you said, that's it, I'm leaving show business because I've got enough money, I can't take it anymore?
I didn't think I was going to leave show business at that point. I thought show business had already left.
You thought your career was gone.
Yeah. And also, I remember the first time I stepped out of my house, I thought, it's going to be like a Frankenstein movie, with pitchforks.
They're going to chase you out of town.
Yeah. And then you realize the average person has a life.
Right, and they don't really care all that much.
Yeah, they come up, they still want their picture taken with you, still want to...
We should have said we couldn't have Gilbert on anymore.
Yeah. That would have been.
That would have been really good.
We should have banned him from the show.
I was shocked to. I was actually shocked to read in Rubber Balls and Liquor.
Yes.
Because sometimes, I'm shocked that. I mean, I was kind of anxious to hear about your parents. Because when I saw you in the hospital with your mother, I knew something weird was up, and your sister was there, and I don't know much about your father. I mean, you do say in Rubber Balls and Liquor that your father, I didn't know this, was a hardware store guy.
Yeah,
and he could fix anything. And then when times were really bad, you weren't rich people, that your father would sell airplane glue to kids because he knew they like to get high off
You're
it.
kidding.
No, he had one of these stores that nothing got sold in this. Right. I mean, it was in the middle of nowhere. There was no reason for a lock on the door. It was in Coney Island, but in a side area there.
No foot traffic whatsoever.
Yeah, not near the cyclone or anything.
He was not a great businessman.
No. And one day, people started sniffing glue around that time, so they passed a law that was a really dumb law, that you could only sell glue to kids if they bought a model kit.
Right, I remember this.
Yes, because that was somehow saying that, they're gluing a model with it.
Right.
And he had one airplane model that was there collecting dust for all those years, and they would buy that.
Drug addicts are coming in to buy model planes.
Yes, they would buy a model plane, and then he would count to 5 and walk around the corner, walk around the side of the store where there was a garbage can, reach in, and there would be the unopened kit, and he'd bring it back in the store, dust it off, and sell it.
Oh, my goodness.
I think he sold it about for a couple of years there, the same kit.
Do you think that's why you're so afraid of losing money and spending money, because you saw your father actually grabbing the modeling kits?
Yeah, he made quite a profit.
But there was nothing really revealing, though. We don't learn about your relationship with your mother and all of that, do we? You're never gonna open up about that.
Somebody said to me who read the book, who knows me, they said there were parts in the book where it looked like it was getting touching and starting to reveal something and a little warm, and then it would quickly turn to childish and immature and obscene.
Yeah, it's so frustrating with you. I want the real Gilbert. I want to know everybody. Well, there are some
get inside,
but there are revealing moments in the book.
The guy said it's like talking to you in person.
Right. Well, you know what? I thought Gilbert would at least get emotional about me somewhere in the book, so I'm only mentioned in one paragraph.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's Gilbert's take on what happened at the hospital, and it's ridiculous.
Let me hear this.
I mean, first of all, I will tell you, when I went to see Gilbert in the hospital, it was out of true compassion.
Absolutely.
I said, no one's visiting. No one
right.
cares about him. No one's visiting him. I mean, he had
you
nothing.
You actually recruited others to visit him.
Yes.
And I said, this guy is at least going to be emotional in the book about that. He goes,
I couldn't get the orderlies in.
Howard Stern, the king of all media, came to visit. He didn't want to be noticed coming in and out of the hospital, so he put on sunglasses and a baseball cap, which even in the middle of my pain and suffering struck me as the stupidest fucking thing I'd ever seen. After all, he is a ridiculously tall person with a ridiculously wild head of hair. So it's not like a pair of sunglasses and a baseball cap are much of a disguise. At 8 feet tall with that great big nose, it looked like the number 7 was visiting me. But I recognized Howard right away. It helped. I guess that I knew he'd be coming because Robin Quivers had visited a day or two before, and they needed something new to talk about on the air. This way, at least, they could compare notes and fill a couple of segments. I mean, it was pathetic. Gilbert was worried about the papers finding out that he was in the hospital so long. Not one paper even wrote a fucking thing.
Right. Remember, the first call we got was don't say anything.
And then the second call we got was a couple of months later. Said, can someone please mention that I'm in the hospital?
And
I mean, come on.
I remember I was so proud. It was such a victory. Years later, like the Post wrote The Curse of Saturday Night Live, one of those real dopey articles. And one was Gilbert Gottfried hovered near death. So I thought, see, I made it.
I don't think Howard particularly wanted to be at the hospital. He didn't say much and he didn't stay long. I stayed forever. It felt like years.
Didn't speak.
No. He's
Gilbert
the one who didn't talk.
There.
Yes.
And moaned, I'm out of show business. What's it all mean?
What are we doing with our lives?
It's like Robin on her trip. He took one look at my open stomach and turned red. Right before he left, Gilbert showing me his wound. Right before he left, Gilbert, all they did was an appendectomy, and they couldn't close the wound. He's so unhealthy.
Oh, God.
And I have to see that. Right before he left, Howard asked if there was anything he could bring me. My eyes filled up with tears, the way they do whenever I think about receiving some free shit. I ran through a long list of things I could use, and I kept updating that list from week to week until finally Howard just sent me a $2 pair of slippers and called it quits. He never again made the mistake of asking me if I needed anything. And that is my mention in the book.
Absolutely true.
That's
Absolutely true, though.
But you do mention a couple of things that I'm interested in. I got to ask you about, because I didn't know this about you. First of all, you described that you one night did actually pick up a stripper at a strip club and bring her home to your apartment.
Yes. That was amazing.
And that you fucked her. And you came so fast. And you're so odd that the next night when you called her to come back, she wouldn't even pick up the phone.
Yes. It was, I somehow miraculously got a stripper up to my apartment. How this happened, it was like, that's one of those things like, if you are writing a series, they have certain rules with characters that you can't break.
Right.
You know, like if Fonzie did a ballet, you couldn't use it. He would never do it. And this is something that would never work. And so I went up, and this was a stripper I'd seen naked before. So and
were you at the club when you picked her up?
Well, we were at the club, and then It was at some event I got hired for.
Was she impressed that you were the comic at the event, so therefore you were able to show her you were famous?
I guess so, yeah.
Because that doesn't work for you normally,
yeah,
right?
No. I was hosting this thing.
Like, you're so gross, fame doesn't even help you get laid. Wow, okay. You're so disgusting. I mean, because any famous guy can get laid.
I could be at the Academy Awards.
Right, winning.
Yeah.
So somehow this stripper went for you.
Yeah, somehow we met for like lunch or something, and then got her up to my apartment, and I'm on the couch with her, and we start making out, which I'm going out of my mind.
Are you the guy who slams his tongue down a girl's throat right away?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, you don't even have any couth.
No build-up.
Yeah, right. not that light kissing stuff.
You're like, like you're not really good at it.
Yeah, it's like the Roto-Rooter.
Right.
It's like,
you don't have any compunction to sort of, I'll win her over with my great kissing, soft light kisses. Nothing.
I've got her here. I've got to do this now.
Right. Where I put on romantic music and the bar turns around.
Did the stripper say to you, like, oh, can you just not put your tongue?
Yeah. So I was on the couch with her, we're making out, and I'm thinking all the time, going, oh my God, I can't believe I'm making out with this girl, this stripper.
Was she really good looking?
Yeah, she was really hot looking. Yeah. And then the clothes start coming off, and she's wearing this like Victoria's Secret type underwear.
Wow, so she was prepared.
Oh yeah, it was like, and then I was totally. And
are you like, I'll get as much as I can before she comes to her senses?
Yes.
This is going to end at any moment. Let me get as much as I can.
So you were probably hard as a rock. I mean, she looked good.
Yes. Yeah. And
do you get naked as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, you don't leave a shirt on? Are you trying to hide your scar from your operation?
I think this was before.
Pre or post?
Yes.
Right. So you...
I heard, if I could do one sidetrack, I heard a story that Marilyn Monroe every now and then would pick up like just guys off the street, like elevator operators and cab drivers and stuff, and they would start making out with her, and when it was time to actually fuck her, they would get a look on their face like, oh my God, I'm about to fuck Marilyn Monroe, and they'd lose their heart on because they were under. But in my case, it was the opposite. I get into bed with her, and she's totally naked, and she's got one of these stripper asses that is like rock hard.
Yeah,
that's like, it looks like a like
a bubble.
It looks like a cartoon in Playboy,
or like half a soccer ball. It's like perfect.
Yes, perfect ass.
Yeah.
And so I remember I was getting ready to do her doggy style.
Fascinating book.
Yes. For you intellectuals out there.
I can't believe you needed a writer to help you with this. So you're getting ready to fuck her.
And there's her ass up in the air. That's just like perfection.
Right.
As is the rest of her. Mm-hmm. And if I say, I get my dick in,
right,
and if I say I lasted like a full 2.5 seconds,
do you even use a rubber? It was like boom.
Yeah.
Do you ever use a rubber? No, rubber.
Yeah, I put on a rubber.
Okay, yeah.
But I put my dick in, and like I don't know if I even moved it once. I was
know the feeling.
I moved it in and then just like exploded.
With other women, like with your wife, are you able to hold out a little bit?
Yeah, like with other.
I'd pay anything to see you fuck.
Yeah. I should. That would be a sex tape that would sell.
Oh my God.
And I put my dick in. I think my dick was there half a second inside her, and boom.
I've had the same thing happen a million times.
Oh yeah, and she's doggy style, and she then looks over her shoulder,
like looking at you like a gnat,
like shocked and horrified.
Right.
That's it.
She's like, hey, maybe this guy doesn't look good, but maybe he can fuck, and like, oh, it's over.
And she's like just this horrified look, like
did you
she
apologize?
saw the Loch Ness monster or something, and she goes, did you? and I'm there like in total ecstasy.
Right.
I'm there like. Yeah.
What about you?
Nothing for you.
Yeah. She could.
Did she get out of the apartment, or did she let you do it? Why didn't you just do it again? Like, why couldn't she say, "Hey, listen, you're so hot, I came."
I think I was exhausted.
You were drained.
I think she could not believe how quick.
So did she get dressed and leave? Like,
oh, yeah.
You talk about a walk of shame. That's the walk of shame. Coming out of Gilbert Gottfried's apartment after he blew his load. And so you describe in the book that you called her the next day.
Yeah. I say that, like, when she was leaving the place, I talked about seeing her again, and she gave me a look that says, that like, without saying anything, says, I'm hot looking now, but in a year from now I'll be old and washed up, and I'll be found dead in the trunk or in the Hudson River, either by having my throat cut by my motorcycle boyfriend, or I'll be dead of AIDS, so I'll kill you in a second without thinking about it.
But you did call her again.
Yes,
and
I did.
And she what, hung up?
Yeah, there was like this silence on the phone.
What do you say? Hi, this is Gilbert?
Yes.
That was it.
And I said, I thought it, from the silence, I said she was giving me that look over the phone.
The other thing I felt was amazing in the book, you talk about when you were on Saturday Night Live. Now, I didn't know this. You auditioned for Saturday Night Live, I guess in front of Lorne Michaels.
Oh, no,
Michaels.
This was Jean Domanian.
Jean Domanian. And she sits there in an auditorium, but she was with Woody Allen. She was good friends with Woody Allen.
Oh, yeah.
And he watched your audition.
Yeah, well, he watched, like, the tapes of all the auditions. They were like, it was like a full-day thing. Someone was there who I knew and saw this. And he's sitting there the whole time, thousands of comics going by, and he's staring stone-faced.
Right.
Not even, like, changing an expression or anything. And then finally mine comes on, and then he, like, sits up, and it looks like, oh, he's going to start, like, bursting out laughing.
He discovered a new talent, yeah.
Yeah. And he looks up, and he, like, points his finger, and he goes, is he a Navajo Indian?
And that was it?
Yeah, that was it. And then he sat back down.
Navajo Indian.
See, a Navajo Indian.
Yes.
What did you do in that audition for Saturday Night Live? Did you do your Groucho?
I'll
never understand
you. What did you do?
Did you do your Groucho at all? He would have loved that.
I know I should have, because he was friends with Groucho.
The thing I'll never understand about you and Saturday Night Live is you do so many great characters. This used to drive me nuts. You do, if you just for the rest of your life did Groucho and Dracula, Dracula Gottfried, and did your Dice Clay. Just has 3 impressions right there. Or your Jew that sings.
Oh, yes.
If you had done that, they would have. Why didn't you do characters on Saturday Night Live?
Well, no one would ever describe me as self-destructive, certainly.
But you didn't want to distinguish yourself in any way. You're like the least competitive person.
Yes.
And yet you're in a competitive business.
Yes.
I don't get it.
It makes no sense. And the funny thing is, with my Groucho imitation, like, I remember first time I did it for Dick Cavett, his mouth hung open.
It's the most fantastic thing ever. Jim Brewer, describes the same thing. When he was on Saturday Night Live, he went up to one of the interns and just kind of kidding around started doing his Joe Pesci. He said he wouldn't do his impressions. And he goes, I'm not an impressionist, and I'm a stand-up. I wouldn't do my impression. But I was kidding around with this kid, and then when he did Joe Pesci, they built the whole fucking Saturday Night Live around.
Yes, that was what he was known for.
And you have even said...
I should have.
But of course.
Yes.
And you even say... well, I'm not going to do that for Saturday Night Live. I like to save it for my stand-up. I mean, you're on TV. Here's your moment.
What did you want to do for Saturday Night Live? What was your imagining that you were going to...
I even say in the book, like, and it's true, I hated the writers hated me, and to show it,
why?
There was one sketch they wrote that takes place at a funeral, and I was the body in the coffin.
Why? But why didn't you, why did you even bother auditioning for Saturday Night Live?
God knows. And then it was weird, because I read other people's interviews about auditioning for that, where they said they were terrified and they hated everyone else in the room, and it was just driving them nuts. And I remember when I auditioned, I was like, I didn't even think about it. I was there. I wasn't even...
You didn't care?
Yeah, it didn't strike me as anything. I auditioned, they brought me back, and I auditioned again. And then when they announced to me, "Oh, you got the part," it wasn't like
you weren't moved by it.
Yeah,
you didn't recognize the enormity of it. That this was where Belushi's career was launched, where it was Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy. You know, it wasn't Eddie Murphy at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm saying all of these great people had these unbelievable careers, and this is your moment. It just doesn't occur to you.
Although with that season, I think it was. I remember that season, no one could believe like Saturday Night Live would continue without the original cast.
Right.
And that was like the big media thing.
But if you did a sketch on there where you were old Groucho and one of the other people on there played Dick Cavett, it would have been the biggest thing ever. You would have been as big as a Billy Crystal who went on to do movies.
Like, it is like the two biggest compliments as far as my impressions go is when Dick Cavett was amazed at my Groucho imitation because he was
it's
friends
brilliant.
with him.
When you saw Dick Cavett, you did it for him?
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you say?
I was on his show and I was going, and there's been many songs about mothers, and there's never been that many songs about fathers. And except for Harry Ruby, he was a songwriter at the time.
Dick, why did you never interrupt Groucho?
Yes.
Why is that?
And then the other greatest compliment I got was on Thick of the Night.
Alan Thicke. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I
You're
remember.
You're going to really bring up Thick of the Night?
Yeah.
Well, he was a regular on Thick of the Night, Gilbert.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's up there in the catwalk. Never know when it's going to come down. He lives up there, strange man.
Alan Thicke was the best show. His big thing was you never knew who was going to come out of the catwalk.
Oh, yes.
All the characters were going to come out. And the show is a horror scene, yeah.
But one time I was doing a bit, and I started improvising, and I did a Peter Lorre imitation.
Right.
And when I got off, Vincent Price was one of the guests on the show, and he leans over and taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, "I loved your Peter Lorre imitation."
What was your Peter Lorre? What did you do on there?
Oh, God. Yes, there's been a million different type. Peter Lorre seems like.
But look at the impressions you do. If you had just walked into the writers' meeting and said, "Hey, by the way, I do old Groucho, I do Dracula," you walk in and you know, they would have built entire bits around you. It's just, it actually drives me nuts that you don't understand this.
I know. Years later, though, I did do Dracula for Son of the Beach.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I knew a good thing when I saw it.
And a rabbi.
Yes. But, you were a rabbi who gets bitten by Dracula, and you turn into Dracula, the Jewish Dracula. That was a great show. I don't know why it didn't take off. Did you, you have a life of not distinguishing yourself. You even write in the book when you quit high school, you walked away from it. You'd go to the library every day, sit there, and the school never noticed you quit.
Yeah.
Not one of your teachers realized you were gone.
No one noticed I wasn't there.
Wow.
Does that give you this incredible, horrible self-opinion?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you have you feel like a snail in life, right?
Yes.
As if you deserve nothing.
Yes.
Right.
And also the fact that I leave school and I'm hanging out in the library. You figure if you leave school, you're going to get stoned, you're going to watch porn films.
You went to the library.
Yeah.
You don't go there. You had no one to hang out with.
I might as well have been in school.
And your parents, they weren't notified. Nobody cared. And then when they realized you left school, they were like, okay, so who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody cared about you.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's an incredible life. In fact, you talk about how you didn't distinguish yourself on Saturday Night Live in your new book, Rubber Balls and Liquor. What a name. What a distinguished title. Even
what
your
an
book,
intellectual I am.
Are you proud of... I'll get to that in a second, but are you proud of the book? I mean, when people write a book, they go, wow, I'm really proud of it. Like, do you have it on your mantle? Do you have a mantle? Do you bother buying a shelf?
Do you have a chair?
Do you have the book somewhere special now that you hold it in your hands and look at it as an accomplishment?
The funny thing is, I like the way it looks. I like the cover. I like the they had a hot-looking model whose legs I sat between.
I saw the cover, yeah.
And I like that. I like holding the book.
Right.
Whether how the book. Publishers Weekly liked it.
Did you read the book?
Not.
Did you actually, after you were done, go through it all? Or you just couldn't even bear to read it?
I was forced to read the book because it's like after you think it's completed and your homework, like the worst homework assignment of your life is writing this.
So you got no joy out of it?
No. And then it's like they go, okay, we got to check for any mistakes, anything you want to change. And I thought, I have to read this book again. I don't want to read other people's books. I sure as shit don't want to read mine.
Isn't that a great quote for the back of the book?
Yes.
I don't want to read this book. Gilbert Godfrey.
Yes.
So do you expect anyone to buy the book, or are you just kind of like, I don't even care if they buy the book? I mean, you're so relaxed about all of this.
Yeah.
I was shocked because you got a part in Eddie Murphy's movie.
Beverly Hills
Cop 2. Eddie Murphy worked with you on Saturday Night Live. He spent an entire year of Saturday Night Live working with you. And when he showed up on the set of Beverly Hills Cop and saw you, he goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Is that true?
That's in the book.
Yes.
But yet you say, I mean, imagine this guy worked with you for a year. This is how little you did on Saturday Night Live.
I did something about a year or two ago. Was this video of Jack and the Beanstalk.
Right.
And on it were Christopher Lloyd, who, although I'd never met him before, the both of us were the lead voices for years in the Cyber Chase cartoon. So he had to have known he was working with Gilbert Gottfried. He had to have seen me on TV. And I couldn't wait to meet him, and how excited he'd be that we finally meet, because we're the two stars of Cyber Chase for like over 10 years.
Right.
And then the other person on the show was Katie Segal, who was the wife on Married with Children, who I was literally pressed against in a life raft for an entire episode.
All right.
And when both of them walked in, I went over and I said hi, and they both looked at me like they had...
A stranger.
Yeah, like how did he get on the studio line?
It's amazing. Was this your whole life that people just don't notice you? You're almost...
You're so unimpressive.
You're almost
that they
not
don't
here.
know you.
Is that why it bothered you when you were in the hospital and you were almost on death's door? That you knew that no one cared.
Yeah.
I mean, no one ever cares about. I mean, Eddie Murphy worked with you for a year and said, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" I mean, it's incredible. I didn't know you were you had the job to be in the Dick Tracy movie, which at the time was a big movie.
Oh, yes.
You were going to be Mumbles, but at the last minute they went with Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah,
that would have been a huge break.
This was one of those showbiz type stories.
Yeah.
Because it's like they were saying to me, "Oh, you're the only person we want for this.
Right.
You're the first choice when we were writing this part. We were picturing this is a Gilbert Gottfried role."
Right.
And then at the last second, my agent calls and says, "Oh, they're going with someone else." And I said, "Who are they going with?" Because I was the only person they wanted. And he goes, "Dustin Hoffman." And I think so. Was there ever a last-second thing? Oh, who are we going to get? Like this acting legend or Gilbert Gottfried?
Did you meet with Warren Beatty? Who was the director?
Yeah, I met him. He was a fan for a short while.
Right. He almost gave you the part.
Until Dustin Hoffman said he would do it.
Like I said in the book, the only way my name and Dustin Hoffman's name could ever be mentioned in the same breath is I've seen Gilbert Gottfried's acting, and he's no Dustin Hoffman.
Are you actually touring around, doing different appearances to promote the book?
Yeah, I'm going to be going on a tour, yeah.
Are you going to be on The View, did someone say?
Oh, yeah, that's today.
That's today you're going to go do The View?
Yes, that scares me.
Oh, my God. Those yentas are going to they're going to yell at you for making Japanese jokes.
I know.
That's the agenda. You got to know that.
Why would they yell at him?
They're going to yell at him.
Whoopi defends Robin Williams. I mean, not Robin
Williams. Yeah, but this is Gilbert.
Mel Gibson.
Whoopi ain't defending him. Whoopi defends Mel Gibson. He might be able to do something for her. Gilbert Gottfried's book, Rubber Balls and Liquor. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes.
Is in stores today. Gilbert, believe it or not, this is a rare opportunity. Will be signing copies of his book Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Now, usually you charge a lot of money for your signature.
Oh, yes.
In fact, you charge for everything. So you'll be there Thursday night at 7 at the Barnes & Noble in Union Square, Manhattan. And you will sign things for free, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well,
Your
no,
book.
I'll sign it if they buy the book.
Right.
Because God knows, once they hear Gilbert Gottfried, it's a mob scene.
Do you expect anyone to show up at this? And don't miss Gilbert tomorrow night at 7:30. If you go to the book signing.
Yes.
And no one is there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a complete embarrassment. 3 people show up. Will you just get up and leave, or will you sit there for the full hour that you're committed to sitting there?
Yeah. I think I'll probably pick up a book and hide my face behind it, like reading it.
The worst book signing Gary describes is he was at some bookstore. I forget who it was. There was no one there. All the employees had to go on the line and pretend to be on the line. That can be really bad.
I'm predicting that.
Yeah. Whatever goes wrong will happen to you. So you'll be on The View.
Yes.
Why don't you refer to Sherry Shepherd as Star Jones the entire time? Really go out in a blaze of glory. Really give it to those yentas. What are you going to wear? Are you wearing this on the show?
I guess so.
Yeah, you don't wear a jacket ever? You don't get...
Maybe, or maybe I'll wear a regular pair of slacks.
Does your wife ever say to you, listen, before you leave...
she was yelling at me today.
Yeah, did she say to you, she's a gorgeous girl, did she ever say to you, Gilbert, put a suit on?
I was throwing on my usual attire of a totally wrinkled, worn-out shirt,
right.
And she said, no, you're not wearing that.
And do you ever take someone's... Like, I see Jerry Seinfeld shows up with a tie, and he always has a suit on.
God,
he's dapper.
yes,
you will never try to upgrade your image.
I feel it's important. You owe it to your public.
To look good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my Twitter account is @RealGilbert.
And the book is called Rubber Balls and Liquor. Good luck on The View and with all your touring around.
And there's GilbertGottfried.com. And I also have a video on Funny or Die called Too Soon.
Saw that.
Oh, yes.
Very good. Do you ever say to your wife, I love you? I'll leave you with that thought. Do you ever tell her, I love you?
No, but don't give her any ideas.
You would never say, do you ever get emotional with her? Did you cry at the birth of your children?
Just when I'm angry.
I see. Did your wife say to you, why didn't you mention me in the book? Why didn't you talk about me at all? Yeah, and you say what?
I point to the very back of the book where I say something like, behind every great man, there's an annoying Jew bitch. Say, get back to writing the book.
The one story I didn't understand, there were 2 stories, actually, I wasn't sure about. And you say in the book that not every story is true. Do you say that to protect yourself legally, but they really are true?
Well, it's like I do start out stories and then I do end with like being filthy and dirty. So
I see.
Like, yeah.
Was your wife disgusted with the tsunami jokes, or was she supportive during the whole crisis?
I don't know. I think she was saying, okay, now you're going a little too far.
Right. She was scared during the whole thing.
Although when you really look at them, one day I'll have to put them out again because most of them are so just dumb.
But at the time, did you find yourself saying, like, were you trying to justify all this to your wife, going, I don't understand. After all, I make these jokes all the time. And she's like, who cares, right?
To this day, I kind of think, I have made such worse stuff. I mean, on this show in like
But were you running around the house saying that to your wife, all this rationale?
Yeah,
I can imagine what was going on there.
Where were they then? Where were they?
Oh, yeah.
Where was the outrage?
Yeah.
It says also in your book you were once on The Tonight Show and you got trapped in your dressing room?
Yes. Yeah, no, in the bathroom.
Of the dressing room. And you dug a hole through the door?
Yeah, it was a sliding door. It got stuck.
Yeah.
And I started tugging on it and pulling and banging. And usually when I'm sitting there trying to relax in the dressing room, there's a knock on the door every 3 seconds.
Right.
With someone. This time there wasn't. And I'm pounding and panicking. I finally get it open a little and I see a phone there.
Right.
And I reach my arm out and I'm just half an inch from the phone. So I can't get that.
This is like that movie with the rock climber who had to cut his own arm
yes,
off.
Yes. And then finally I see this metal trash can there inside the bathroom. And more out of anger to make noise or something, I'm pounding on the door. And I notice it's chipping and I see a tiny bit of light. Talk about a movie. Yeah. A tiny ray of light comes in the bathroom. Oh. And so I start pounding and I'm cracking off more of the door. And I'm ripping the rest with my hand. I climb through a hole in the wall.
Like a dog.
Yes.
Do you think they intentionally locked you in there, like as a goof?
I think so.
Who knows what they did?
It became like Die Hard. Then it was like.
I have to say there was one touching story in there that I read that really moved me, where you described that there was a time in your life that you were working at a movie theater and you would time the sex scenes. You would time the sex scenes in the movie. Where was this?
I was working the concessions.
Right.
When in the theaters, when Equus.
Oh, Broadway show,
there.
right. Yeah,
and
Equus.
it was Richard Burton in the lead role, and it was Equus that was this award. And I just had it timed. There was one part where a girl gets naked on stage.
Right.
And there was like that inside alarm clock in my head where I didn't even have to pay attention. And I ran upstairs and would catch the nude scene. And
you knew exactly what time the nude scene occurred,
yes.
and you would figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Also, Gilbert describes he once worked in he was working at a club or something, and a group of Mexican guys had figured out how to climb through the rafters and watch women go to the bathroom in the bathroom.
Yeah, I had seen them. It was this really decrepit club and the backstage area was like it looked like plywood walls tacked together. It was really awful.
Yes.
And there was like these Mexicans were climbing up like rats in the crawl space between the ceiling and the top of these wobbly rooms. And finally, I'm looking at them, and they don't know how to speak English. And they, like, with a crazed smile, they invite me up. They wave their hand.
Yeah,
like,
they see they got a fellow pervert.
Oh, yes. And they boost me up. And I don't even know where I'm going, why I'm following them. And we're crawling like rats with me and a group of Mexicans. And they keep looking back and smiling at me, as I say like this, smiling at me in Spanish. And then finally, there's this area where they put cardboard down to be comfortable to lean down, and they
got a whole system.
Yes,
they had it all set up.
They had punched holes in the ceiling there, which was easy because the ceilings were like cardboard, and the walls were shaking as we were crawling on them. And I looked. They point with a giant smile, like look in the hole, and you could see women sitting on the toilet.
And were they disgusting looking, or were they hot? I mean, did you feel
you're looking at the tops of.
Did you feel terrible about this?
Were you happy they had shown it to you?
I mean, because I would think this is a terrible violation to stare at women while they go to the bathroom.
I thought this is certainly something different.
Right. And so you enjoyed? Did you beat off?
You never reported them?
Did these guys beat off, or?
I'm sure they were. I was like getting scared because the walls were shaking, and I thought. I could just see myself crashing through the ceiling and killing some
Would you
girl.
watch the women wiping their asses? And did you find that instructional or interesting?
Yeah.
You stay out there.
This is some book. Gilbert's book is a real rags to almost something story. It's great. All right, look, let's just say you've lived the life of a 3-year-old now for most of your life. You're a terrific guy. Gilbert Gottfried, I wish you tremendous luck with your book, Rubber Balls and Liquor. You will not be hearing him as the voice of the Affleck dog ever again. Who knows? Maybe they'll come back to you.
How did it feel when you saw every comedian on Earth being offered an opportunity to get your job?
Right. Oh, yeah, that shows how everyone the respect.
Yeah, they really care about you. Sometimes people go, I'm not auditioning. I'm in support of Gilbert. Gilbert, leave us with one final Japanese victims joke, if you will. You're so well known for that. But better yet, don't leave it with us.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to do the View, huh?
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to yell at you, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know about that. Well, Joy will be...
Joy will defend you as a comedian.
Yes.
And then Elizabeth Hasselbeck will just beat you up.
I think he's disgusting. I don't agree with what he did, but he is a comedian. I will defend that.
Yeah, that way you could be on both sides of the fence at once.
And Barbara will just take on that queenish tone. So, Gilbert.
She probably won't even be there.
And then even comics who defended me, I saw them doing that work.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was disgusting and wrong, but he does have a right.
Right.
And I thought,
great.
Come on.
How about he's a comedian? Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
it's funny. It's jokes. He's trying to make it be humorous. Good luck. Good luck with the book, Gilbert.
Oh, thank you.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Rubber Balls and Liquor.
Yes.
It's really a story of triumph when you think about it.
Yes. It's a story. It was the original Rubber Balls and Liquor was written by John Steinbeck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you consider any alternate titles?
Yeah, it was originally going to be called Gag Reflex. And so I thought that's good because it's a blowjob joke. That sounds... But I thought rubber balls and liquor was even more disgusting and immature.
Really encompassed the full Gilbert Gottfried story.
Is there any way they could order out for cupcakes while I'm here?
Yeah, you picked the wrong day. You're one day early.
Just so I could spit in them or put my dick in them or something.
Do you want to come back tomorrow just to do that?
Yeah, I might.
You should get your own cupcake.
Yes.
Called I Stuck It in the Cupcake.
Yes.
Now, Gilbert, you highlight a particular story of an encounter you had while in the hospital with Howard.
Yes. He reads the whole thing, it's funny. It's like you know these. I've been on Howard like more times than Howard has, I think, and yet in the book I have him mentioned for like about half a page or something.
And it's not the most complimentary story
yes.
you tell us. You make him.
Well, that's the way I talk. Yes.
He was a bastard of a friend that didn't really be in the hospital. Well, I hope many show up at your signing, and best of luck.
Yes, thank you.
I hope this story of triumph continues.
Yes, and I got a free bottle of water out of it.
Till the next time when you can spit in some cupcakes.
Okay, Wheels, go ahead.
I was going to say Gilbert was awesome yesterday listening to the playback. You were laughing like almost crying laughing.
Well, when Gilbert does that impression of Groucho, the old Groucho, which is the one I'm interested in.
The best.
Because I remember that as a kid watching Groucho on like Dick Cavett show, and he was fucking 900 years old, and he would just go into these long stories, and Dick Cavett was hanging on every word, and meanwhile they were long, boring stories.
Well, all of them used to do that.
Yeah.
You know, even Johnny Carson and Merv Griffin,
right.
They so respected him that
they
wouldn't
everyone.
interrupt him.
Yeah. I know. I've had that experience on the radio where there's someone who's of great importance comes in, and then they don't really say anything. But
or their timing's gone, and the stories don't have an ending.
And the fact that Gilbert does an impression of that is just the funniest thing to me. I mean, all of his impressions are funny. But I got a weird thing going on with Gilbert, and I don't know really. I'm going to have to deal with it.
What's the weird thing?
The weird thing is that the last time Gilbert was here, when Gilbert leaves and when any guest leaves, there's always cameras on. We have Howard TV, Howard 100 News. They go out there and they ask a few questions. And I guess the last time Gilbert was on, the last time before this, he went out in the hall and he started spitting on all the cupcakes that we eat here.
Yes.
And it was really disgusting because, first of all, we get these beautiful cupcakes, and, you know, the staff really looks forward to them. So he would, like, spit on, and it was really gross. I didn't think it was particularly funny, but okay.
He was trying to do some shtick for the camera.
Right, I got that. Well, this time he leaves. He walks out, and I don't want to see the clip, guys, because I'll throw up.
What did he do?
He walked out and he just started spitting all over the walls and spitting everywhere.
For old time's sake.
Oh, no.
Clean that up.
Clean that up, please.
And, you know, my first reaction is he must really be angry with me. I mean, not on any conscious level, but he must just be really depressed and angry because it's like spitting on me, you know? It's completely disrespectful. I know he'd probably say I was just trying to be funny, but you're kind of... It feels like a disrespect to me.
You got to throw him out, Howard. That is.
Is he spitting at the Tonight Show?
No.
Is he spitting at Letterman?
No, and he didn't spit at The View the other day either.
Right, okay.
Howard, it was so disgusting.
What was he doing exactly?
I didn't see it, but I just saw when it was done. There was one right where we keep the cupcakes, where we put all the food out. There was a big one there, and there was a big one on the wall, and then there was a big one on the ground. And it was one of those ones, I don't want to gross you up, but like it had color. You know what I mean? So like you couldn't miss it.
So he's hawking loogies.
Yeah, and it was just, it was,
I'm going to throw up.
And when I found out about it, like Tim was livid.
Well, Tim's right. I mean, you know, because Tim told me they had to call a special cleaning crew in to clean it. And
you don't just wipe that up.
Yeah, somebody had to clean that shit.
Tim
and
goes,
you know
this
what?
is bullshit.
And you want to talk about being elitist. That's horseshit. I mean, a woman has to come in and get on her hands and knees with gloves and clean that.
Yeah, with special chemicals.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel some compassion for the person who's going to have to clean up your mess. I mean, how do you think you get rid of that shit? And, you know, to me, I have compassion for that person. That's not an easy way to make a living.
Yeah, but there's absolutely no reason for that. That's not funny.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke at all. I didn't. Right. I mean, I knew that he thought it was weird that, like, when he spit in the cupcakes, I didn't think that was funny.
I didn't either, but okay, it happened once. I think he was trying to go for something.
And
it didn't work.
I mean, the spit bit he should drop.
And at least the cupcakes are something in a box you can take and throw in the garbage. This was really like on our stuff.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, is that why he hasn't been in a long time?
Why not just come in and shit on the floor?
Hey,
maybe he's planning to.
I don't think he wants to show his dick. But, yeah, it was pretty gross. And
well, that's sad.
Yeah, so I think...
He's another one of those guys. You know, you're having that discussion with him yesterday about his inability to capitalize on his own talents.
Right.
And he says, well, nobody's ever said I wasn't self-destructive. And there you go.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
All right. Thanks, Wheels. Can dig up a couple of these ones that are coming in about you and Ronnie, the limo driver.
Ronnie inspiring songs.
Yeah, well, you know, I heard him on the wrap-up show, and he gets defensive. It's weird. It's weird, that whole wrap-up show thing, because he gets defensive and people aren't even goofing on him. I don't know what's going on with him.
Dude.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, here it is.
You don't have to say it to her all the time. Howard is asking, are you in love with her? And either you are or you aren't.
Well, I said it a few times, so what does that mean? Do I have to keep repeating it? It's not like I'm not...
But John, are you in love with your wife?
Absolutely.
Right. That's the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So are you in love with Steph?
I like her a lot.
See, when you say that, Ronnie, it sounds to me like you're keeping your options open.
No, I'm not keeping... no. Right, I'm with her right now, okay? Not with him. I always question her. See, I have this hang-up, and I talk to my shrink about this, okay? I have this hang-up. Why is she with me?
And what does she say?
Because she loves me.
He goes, I question whether she loves me, because I think sometimes he thinks he's me. You know how people always rap about, like, because am I famous, that's why Beth's with me? But he's nobody. You know what I mean? Like, he goes, I question why she's with me.
Yeah, there are a lot of women who've wanted to be with Ronnie for...
If anybody really, to get something. If he doesn't even understand the question. If he really listened to the question... You question why she wants to be... If any woman ever really loves someone, it's you. You're not famous. You're not a rich man.
That, but I still have that hang-up because I saw shit that my father went through, okay?
What'd your father go through?
Not you, my father.
No,
it's
me.
Not you, dude.
It's me.
No, my father.
No.
Not you.
It's not
and
your
you,
father.
Don't you say a word to me, okay?
Who?
Because you, whenever something is going on, you know how to attack me.
Robin?
And I say whatever or whatever it is.
and
you contradict me, whatever I say. You know what? When you're under the gun from him, all you do is sit there and laugh. You can't answer either. You got no comeback to him either. So don't even go there with me with anything.
What has this got to do with me and you?
Because I was listening to this shit.
He's nuts.
Because I was listening to
You're
this
nuts.
shit I am fucking nuts.
You really are.
I am fucking nuts.
I was laughing.
Everybody fucking here is out of their fucking minds.
You're nuts.
Everybody who works here is nuts.
Ronnie,
in their own
the guy
fucking
asked
way,
you
okay?
a question. Why can't you say you love Stephanie?
And it's got nothing to do with you. Why right away you think it's you?
Because you just gave it.
I said shit with my father,
you want the answer?
not with you.
It's not your father.
Yes, it is.
Your father was famous?
No, I'm not famous.
The woman your father was with wasn't after his money. He had no fucking money.
How do you know?
Because I know. Where's his money? He had nothing. I know where he lived. He had shit.
But still.
You're comparing yourself to me.
No, I'm not.
You question whether she loves you? What do you have? She's not a gold digger.
What is she with you for, then?
Yeah.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
I'm
just asked a good question.
You can talk.
All right, I'll talk.
I'll
ask the same question.
Don't talk.
Ronnie, you question why your girlfriend is with you.
That's just my hang-up, okay? I'm sorry.
What do you have that she's after? You got nothing.
What is she with you for if it's not because she loves you?
You're not a millionaire. You're not famous. She's not. What is she after? You're comparing yourself to me.
No, I'm
not. That's what people
Why
say about me. They go, oh, Beth's with him because he's famous and he's rich.
Please,
what are you? Well, why do you mean you question why Stephanie's with you? You're a fucking limo driver.
Yeah, okay.
She loves you.
How
clearly.
do you know? How do you know she really loves me?
She loves you because she's not after anything.
It's fucking words. That's all it is.
What, is she after money?
Does she want
I don't
you
know
for your
what she.
car?
I don't know.
What does
What
she
do you think?
want?
I don't know
after?
if she's after anything. It's just
in your
something
mind,
in my head.
Okay, so in your mind, what do you think she could
It's
be
not
after?
you. Right away,
what is she after?
You.
The
Nobody,
30
everything
grand?
doesn't surround around you with me. Okay.
What does she think you're after? Your apartment?
Those Playboy mud flaps?
Stop it now.
That big tire in your basement?
Yeah.
What do you think she'd be after?
Why do you think it's you though? And it's not you.
You're not listening again. This is why you're funny. You don't even know why you're funny.
I'm not funny.
I'm
not funny.
You say she's after you for something. That's your fear.
I don't.
What is it she could be after? You're comparing yourself to me. Yeah, in my case, someone could be after something. What's she
I'm
after?
not comparing
Your 15
myself to
bottles
you.
of Mambo? What is she after?
I'm not comparing myself
yes,
to
you
you.
are.
I am not.
It's got nothing to do with your father.
What has she gained? What has she gained?
Tell me this.
The woman who was with your father, was it after anything?
Yes, she was.
Okay, what was she after?
Whatever money he did have,
money,
she was
yeah,
after.
3 cents, that guy.
Boy,
Whatever.
Yeah, she's a real gold digger.
She was digging her way right to the middle.
I discussed this with Stephanie. She knows all about it, okay?
I'm not
it's
even
not about
criticizing
you.
Of course it is.
Oh, God, why is everything
Why can't
about
you see
you?
it? Because you're putting yourself in my position.
No, I'm not.
What? What is she after?
Dude,
she can date a police officer and have the same thing.
I'm telling you how I feel.
She could date a pizza delivery
It's not about
guy.
you. It's about what I saw my own man go through, and you keep telling me it's about you.
Stick with me, and I'll show you every Rick's Cabaret.
What has she gotten out of this?
In other words, what could she get out of being with you?
I don't know.
Money?
What has she been grasping at so far that you still have this feeling?
She's a young, pretty girl. She could get a lot of richer guys
I
than
know
you.
she
You're not
could.
exactly the richest guy on the planet.
Is she pushing you to do something?
No, absolutely not.
Then it doesn't seem like she wants
So then why would you make this statement that...
Because it's just something in my head, Howard. That's all it is.
But that's not your situation. Of course she loves you. You're a limo driver. You're not David Arquette.
I didn't say I was
You're not
David.
Mel
I didn't
Gibson.
say that. Did I say that?
In other words, you're a working man. You're a hard-working man.
Yeah, okay.
What is she going to get out of being with you?
I don't
What's
know.
she gonna
It's
inherit?
just something in my head, okay?
And she's hanging out so long to get it.
He goes, I always question whether she really loves me. I think he thinks he's famous like me. That's
Are you
the only thing I can
crazy?
think. Right, Robin?
Well, I'm trying to think. Does she go around telling everybody she's Ronnie's girlfriend?
You know who I go out with?
Doors open.
Yeah, she goes, you know who I go out with? Ronnie the limo driver. You know what everyone's reaction is?
So
you're after his fame and wealth.
Right. Oh, come on in. Let's close down the store because you're here.
Yeah, Pretty Woman. Let's go on a Pretty Woman shopping spree. You got all that Ronnie money.
Oh, my God. Jesus. I can't. You ask me a question and I answer it, and it's not good enough for you.
I don't know if you know this, but my boyfriend is verified on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah.
With 74,000 followers. Wow.
I'm after his verification.
You know, he's
Stop
verified.
it, man. You know why?
You don't even hear the question.
Yeah, but I'm
I hear you on the wrap-up show.
trying to answer you.
But it's a ridiculous answer. You're
well, that's
afraid
my
she-
answer. It's not you.
So
It's got
why is
nothing
she with
to do
you
with
if
you.
she doesn't love
ask,
you?
Call her and
What is
ask her.
she
How many
after?
times have I said to her?
Secretly rich?
I mean,
maybe I am. Maybe I am.
I know
you
he's
don't know
not.
what I have. No, you don't know what I have.
I do know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Believe me,
you
I
don't
know. I've seen everything.
Is he like a really wealthy guy who just decided, I'm going to drive a limo?
I'm going to drive a limo, yes.
You know what? I didn't want to tell you this.
Go ahead.
Ronnie's worth $7 billion.
Right, exactly.
That's why.
Right.
He's worried.
Actually, I own all 23 Rick's clubs.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Now
Well, you act like
I
you do.
understand.
Yeah.
Now I
He
understand.
probably told her that.
Yeah, I didn't tell anybody anything of the sort. Now stop it.
All right. Thank you.
I don't know why you don't get it through your head. It's just something that I have a feeling about. I'm sorry. God. And all you do is laugh.
I got
okay?
it. Well,
when you're under the
funny.
gun, when you're under the gun, all you do is laugh.
Ronnie, your perception is so off that it's just...
Yeah,
it's funny.
I'm always
Perception
wrong.
is so
I am always wrong.
Your
I know.
perceptions are so out the
I know.
Yeah,
out
you're
the
just
window.
off.
I'm fucking crazy.
I can't even
I'm
explain.
telling you, I'm fucking nuts.
All right, goodbye. You're annoying. You got to hear him on the wrap-up show.
Oh, my
It's the
goodness.
greatest.
Oh, I
mean-
can't believe that he
Oh.
believes somebody's after him for... I still can't figure out what the for is.
And
For what?
He saw his father go through that. No, he didn't.
Father didn't go through anything.
His father was a divorced man. He had a girlfriend. She was devoted to him, even when he was ill. I remember. Listen, I know Ronnie all these years.
Well, that woman was hanging out, waiting until the bitter end.
And you should see what she got. I
to
think she,
get what was there.
I think she inherited a $14,000 condo after putting in 30 years with him.
Oh, okay.
Own place. It's not like she's
whatever
poor,
whatever your doubts are, what would they be?
Wait, you got to hear this one.
Are you guys in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah, according to her, we are.
Do you feel like you're free to see other women?
No.
Okay, so
I'm not seeing anybody else now.
If you had sex with another woman, would you tell her?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to tell her. No, I'm not going to tell her.
Would that be considered cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, so
but I'm not. I didn't.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm just curious, like what you guys' boundaries are.
We don't have any boundaries.
Well, you have that boundary.
Wait, so you're both free to basically do what you want to do.
No.
He goes, he's crazy.
We don't have any boundaries, but I can't do this and I can't do that.
He's funny, man. He's the best on the show. Better than anyone.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Not in that case, no.
In what case are you?
I don't.
Well, does that go both?
Leave me alone already.
Does that go
Okay.
both ways? Like, if you can sort of do your thing, can she do her thing? Are you comfortable with that?
No, she goes and hangs out, and she goes out with her friends. I don't know what she does.
Can I take her out?
No. You would be the last person.
And by the way, that has to do no matter how old she is.
Yeah.
Why did you call Howard out on
her mom?
On the age thing? You feel like he's picking on your age?
He always picks on my age, and you can't say he doesn't. He says he doesn't, but he does. He brings it up a lot.
You're the oldest guy on the show, so I
Okay,
think he brushed your
fine.
balls about that.
Whatever. Yeah, but
Ronnie,
still.
again, like in junior high school, if you poke somebody and you see it bothers him, then you just keep poking.
Yeah, I understand, but when I do it back to him, he doesn't like it.
Because it's his
he's
show.
old also. Okay,
but not as old as you.
No, but
I don't
he's
point
still,
that out to you.
But he's still old, and he doesn't want to be old either. You think I enjoy being old? No, I'm just living my life, whatever's left of it.
I think you're enjoying yourself very much.
I am. I had a great time in Florida. We had an awesome time.
Now,
it was one of the best vacations I've had in a long time.
When marriage came up, you said
that's definitely out.
But
I can tell you right here,
Hefner. He's Hugh Hefner.
No, he's still being you from
I know.
a few years
right,
ago.
I know. He's still into that.
He's holding that prize of the Mund name.
Right.
No questions asked, that's out.
But the moving in thing is on the table.
It's a possibility. We've talked about it.
You've been together 4 years.
Yeah.
When you say marriage is out, like, because I know a lot of people say it, but they still say, okay, I want to become a couple and I want to live together and I want the idea to be everything the same as marriage, just not officially married. Is that what you mean?
Listen, if she moves in, that's it. There's no other relationship. There's nothing. There's not going to be engagements. There's not going to be put a ring on her finger for 10 years. There's not going to be any kind of diamond ring.
But if she does move in, the idea might be this is our lifelong partners.
As long as it might last.
Do you think at one point she may want that stuff, though, Ronnie?
What?
A ring?
She says no. And I told her it will be no. And if she insists, that it's going to be no, that she wants it eventually, then it's done.
Wow. She's a saint. I told her no.
Look at him.
But those guys on Bubba said he looks like that mustache is from the Civil War reenactment. Excuse me.
I guess he's Ron Perlman.
Not Ron
Munn.
Right. He's worried. She's worried she's after him for something.
Oh, boy.
What could she be after? She's with him. She's working 3 jobs, this girl. I know her.
Yeah.
She works her ass off. And he's worried that she doesn't love him.
I don't think the Munn name opens even his door. He has to open
He's
it
worried.
himself.
I think he thinks he's famous and rich or something. He's living some sort of delusion.
Something he's got, and she's going to get it.
She's going to get it.
What are you talking about?
Why don't you just change your name to Howard?
She goes, what?
Howard. Howard. H-O-W-A-R-D. Howard.
Why? Are you crazy? You're crazy.
Okay.
Listen, she has her own thing. She does her own thing.
She wants the Munn name.
She works 2 jobs.
I know. Believe me, I know. She's a hard-working girl. She ain't getting anything out of being with you, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a gold digger from the description.
Right. And she's not.
I can see that.
I think she just wants to be. I think she just wants to be a Munn. Because
I don't get you, man. I really don't. I don't.
I know you don't.
It's really something that's in my fucking head. I'm sorry. It's got nothing to do with you.
Sure. I understand.
I told you about this a long time ago.
Yeah. You did? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't tell me we didn't talk about this.
All right.
We did.
Okay.
And you agreed with him?
Years
You were in
ago.
the car.
Years ago.
He's driving. I don't want to
You're
correct.
afraid.
He'll drive me into a lake, and I can't get
You know
out.
what? You know what? He's so full of shit because we talk about stuff all the time, and he'll deny it from now until next year, okay?
I'm not denying anything. Who knows what you say?
Yeah, okay. All right.
We're still trying to make it out.
She ain't a gold digger. She's a dirt digger. Because believe me, you got nothing. I don't know what you're worried about. You don't have some mass fortune that she's after.
It's got nothing to do with that.
So why do you think she'd be with you if she didn't love you? What is she in?
know.
What do you think she's looking for?
Yeah, she's not.
It can't be the Mun name. The Mun name closes doors. It doesn't open doors.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't
People
know.
hear Mun, they close the door.
Where in the world is he such a big shot?
I don't. Maybe
I'm
the
not.
Rick's
I didn't
Cabaret.
say I was a big shot. When did I say
At
I
Rick's
was a big shot?
Cabaret, he walks.
No, I didn't say. When did I say it was a big shot?
Bragging that this is her man?
My man is
Ricky.
Listen, I don't
Ricky
love
man.
him. I don't
He's
love
Ricky
him,
man.
but when he dies, I'm going to inherit his empire.
Right. I mean, she's sitting there. She's talking about what a wonderful lover you are. She really enjoys being
I understand
with you.
that. She's a great kid. She's a great girl, man.
Kid.
That's what's cool about it.
You're a good kid.
Hey, kid, get over here.
One day you play your cards right, you'll inherit my nothing.
Right. You'll inherit this.
My NASCAR memorabilia.
You just don't get it. Sorry.
What don't I get?
Nothing.
What am I
we
missing?
can't get it.
I'm leaving.
What is she after?
I didn't say she was after
You
anything.
said you don't. You said you don't think she loves you.
I said I didn't. I said
you question.
I question it.
Right. So what would she be after?
When will you get an answer?
I didn't say she was after
In
anything.
your fantasies, why is she there? Since she
I
doesn't
don't
love you.
know. That's what I'm trying to figure out in my
know
head.
what you think you've got that somebody's going to give
I
up
don't-
their entire life for.
I didn't say that.
All right.
I didn't say that.
I really got to know what.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you think
depressed now.
They're after.
Maybe I should go take some.
How
what is
many
that?
other women
Let me
are
drink
after?
some of that shit. What did you drink? I want to know.
How many
I
other
want to drink
women
some.
are after Ronnie?
Nobody.
Maybe did you copyright that phrase topless?
No, I did not. No, I
So
didn't.
she can't even inherit
No,
that.
I didn't. I didn't.
Because dating Ronnie is her stepping stone to nowhere.
Topless.
To topless.
Who said she was is a stepping stone
That's
for
what I'm
anything?
saying.
This is what you're saying that this is what's
It's
going
got-
on.
it's got
That
nothing
she
to
must
do
be
with that.
into you because of where she can get or
No,
what
I
she
never
can get.
said that. I never said that. Did I ever say that?
Yes, you said I have a question of why she's with me.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't say that she's into it for getting money or whatever.
what would she be into
I don't
it for?
know.
What would she be into it
Oh
for?
my God,
Well,
man.
he does have a lot of Twitter followers.
Yeah, she's going to inherit all of them.
Do you go everywhere and people go, "Hey, there's Ronnie, the limo driver"? I mean, maybe that's what she's
It happens. It happens. It does happen
after.
when we're out.
Right. So maybe that's what she's after.
Yeah,
in your mind.
exactly.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. She wants to be.
Yeah. No,
you're
it's
so
not.
famous.
I didn't say that. I never
Then
said
what could
that.
it be? How can you?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
You
That's
got
it.
nothing.
So why would she be after? All right. Listen.
We all agree on that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
before
you.
Nancy calls in and says she's sick of hearing me, let me go. You know the girl from yesterday?
All right.
All right. She doesn't like it. I'm
you know,
leaving.
Ronnie has like over 600 Skull T-shirts. Maybe that's what she's after.
Ah.
Yeah.
God, Lord.
This is what I deal with all day. He drives me around. He's going to lock up the windows and drive me into a lake. and you're going to be laughing.
Ron.
Yo.
Do you regret saying stuff like that that's in your head because when it comes back like on the next day after the wrap-up show and you're
I don't
forced to
care.
defend what you...
No.
But when Howard breaks it down logistically, there's no reason to doubt her love or to...
Say that again?
When Howard breaks it down logically,
Listen,
you know,
dude,
it's like...
dude, listen to me, okay? You're not in my head. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on in my life. What's gone on years before, okay? You don't know. So you can't even ask me that question.
But I'm saying when Howard breaks it down...
I don't care what Howard. He's not my fucking psychiatrist. He thinks he is, but he's not. He thinks everything revolves around him. It doesn't. Other people have lives. They have shit. They have problems. Their own problems, not his. Okay?
Why when Robin laughs does it drive you so nuts? I mean, everyone laughs on the show. Everyone laughs at each other.
Fucking bald motherfucker is here now.
Having a bad day, buddy?
No! No, man, it just makes my Twitter followers go up.
Oh, all right.
You know?
It's all
Just keep hammer, man, hammer. Go ahead.
It's all part of your master plan?
Yeah, my master plan. This is my master plan. Sal, please come with me. Oh, you can't come and bother him.
No, Ron, everyone busts balls. Everyone laughs at one another. Why would
Everybody's fucking nuts here. Don't you understand that?
Well, why does Robin's cackle really? It just goes right through you.
Because she sits there and knifes people left and right, through the back, through the neck, and then when she's getting on the fucking, she's on the fire, all she does is sit there and laugh. She's got no answers. Listen to what went on this morning. Listen to the playback. All she did was laugh through the whole thing. She can't answer either.
Isn't part of
Isn't
part of her job though to fan the flames, to keep things kind of
fine.
going?
But she's as fucking crazy as everybody else around here, okay?
Are you included in that crazy?
Yeah, I'm fucking nuts.
All right. Check. You getting married?
I'm not getting married. When did I say getting married?
That's what these guys are saying. You told someone.
Get the fuck out of here.
When's the big date? This is awesome news. What's going
Bullshit.
on?
Don't put fuck. Doug, you're a fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. Don't put words in that goddamn idiot's mouth because he'll make a whole story of it.
Who's going to Ronnie's wedding?
Gary, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome.
Thanks. Very cool. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Nice. An ass first thing in the morning.
Hey,
that's what you need. Everybody needs to wake up to that.
Exactly what you wanted to see on your Stern Show debut.
Exactly what I knew I would see and wanted to see, yes.
Right this way. Right this way.
Cool. Wow, funky.
So what's going on with you? You have a new book out?
I do. I have a new book out, and it's called Hell High Note. Wow, I'm really low in here. Hold on.
Yeah, Howard gets you right into bed.
Yeah, I just realized I was just in Howard's bed, I think. Yeah. I have a new book out, and I'm promoting it, and a new TV show coming out, Platinum Hit. Blah, 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 right?
Right. But more importantly, you're going to be meeting Howard for the first time on the air.
I am going to be meeting him.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel good.
Contract player excited?
I am excited.
A little bit of nerves at all?
7 years of your life. I'm really nervous because I think he's really funny. And I'm kind of good at. I'm a good sport man. People can poke fun at me. I'm also from New York, so I think we're gonna get along.
You're interesting. You've worked with a bunch of very talented people. You're very talented yourself.
No.
You've been on American Idol.
No, I'm not multi.
You have a good conversation to be had.
I do. I think it's going to be. I don't know if he's spoken to people that have been on Idol. I don't know if people, Randy or any of these guys.
A while back, a long time ago, but a lot's changed since they've come in. I think that was like 5 or 6 years ago. So.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be. I'm interested to see what he asked me. I'm sure it's going to be funny and tough at times, but I'm up for the challenge. Didn't I see him coming in? Is that you?
That's me.
It's good.
I don't like it.
All right, then let's take it down.
Take it home.
Let's take it down. Forget this. I'm not going to look at this anymore. We're over that. Come here. We're going to put your head here.
My head there?
Yeah, just put your head right there. Good. Just stand here for the next 10 years. That's nice. That's much better.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
Let's see now. Let's really see if you look like this. Oh, he's way hotter.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kidding.
But he's better looking.
That one I actually like. That's a good one right there.
Okay.
I like that. All right, let's put this back.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
You don't want to take it home?
I don't know. Will you sign it for me?
Sure.
Where will I put it, though?
I don't know. That's
Kick
up
it
to
over
you.
the plane.
Ronnie working his charm on you already?
Yeah, he's giving me this.
That's wonderful.
So
I mean,
you don't mind if I take
I
this
don't.
home, right?
I actually would like you to take it.
All right, I got to leave you, though, because I'm married, but I'm going to take this home with me. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
There goes my picture.
No worries. What about this one? Why don't I take this home?
That's Jeff the Drunk. You can have him as
Oh, I'm
well.
going to take him, too. Good.
Do you
All
like
right,
Benji,
thanks,
Nick?
guys. See you later. I'm thinking that the value is what? I don't know.
That'd be at least 6 figures.
Probably.
Yeah.
A couple mil.
The detail in the goatee
and also,
is unbelievable.
I'm going to go home and actually do my own kind of thing on it.
Your own interpretation?
Yeah, well, after I've spent some time with him, I'm going to figure out what color would go best, like, right across his mouth, and maybe put a little thing like a handkerchief there, because that may make him look a little slobber.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I should also give him a gold tooth.
That would look good.
I think that'd be hot.
Yeah.
Actually, let's work on that now. Don't you think I should?
Yeah, deface it a little bit.
Do you think I should do that?
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind, would you?
No, God. We have enough Ronnie around here. We don't need...
Ronnie! Can I give you a black tooth?
For sure.
Ronnie?
No, you don't want to ruin my picture.
Oh, Ronnie.
Go ahead. No, you
can
can do it. You can do whatever you want. I'm a big fan of yours, so you can do whatever you want.
Ronnie.
I thought you were great on Idols.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, Ronnie. Honey, I'm really liking you now.
See? I know how to work it.
You do. I bet you everybody knows how to work it here, so that's...
Not really.
Really?
Not
like
really.
you, Ronnie?
I have the charm.
Oh, does this guy have a zit on his nose?
Yeah, and he has one on his ass, too.
Oh, I don't want to know how
just so you know.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Well,
that's
okay.
I love that.
My wife just stopped by. Hey, you know, I'm glad you stopped by because I'm going to get Cara Guardia is here too.
Dio Guardi.
Cara Guardia is here, and I want to talk to her. But as long as my wife is here.
I smuggled a dog in.
The dog,
Can you believe it?
the dog you brought into this building from North Shore Animal League is the cutest dog I've ever, officially the cutest dog I've ever seen in my life. What is that dog?
This is Duncan. He's 10 weeks old. He's a Basset Hound mix. He's from one of our southern rescues. I just want to, I know you have Cara. I just want to say North Shore Animal League America in Port Washington, we have our huge Adopt-a-thon event this weekend. Over 700 dogs, and we'll be at the North Shore Animal League this weekend on Saturday.
This dog isn't adopted, the one you're holding?
No.
I wish I had a TV show right now. If you saw this dog, you would adopt him.
Cute.
What's his name?
This is Duncan. Well, he can be whoever you want it to be, but we named him Duncan.
What kind of dog is he?
A Basset Hound mix.
Oh, my
Muddigree.
God.
You know, we like to call them Muddigrees.
What a beautiful dog.
And he's so good. Are you kidding me?
Look at him.
It's like a baby. They didn't even know that it was a dog. They thought it was a stuffed animal sticking out of my bag.
In the building here, because they don't let dogs
Yeah.
up. How old is he?
10 weeks.
10 weeks. Oh,
neutered, completely ready to go. He'll be available this Saturday.
I love him.
Yep.
See, I don't know how you volunteer there because I see these dogs and they don't have homes. This dog breaks my heart.
Well, the beauty of North Shore Animal League is that every time I go, it's a new crop of dogs. So I know that these animals are being adopted. People come from all over. The only thing that breaks my heart are the adult dogs that are still there. And I just say, when you're there looking at these cute puppies, go to the adult dog area because they're already trained.
What is your name? Your name?
Beth Stern.
It is?
Yeah, I just got interviewed by Lisa G about that.
Oh, okay. Because I said to Robin this morning, I don't know your name. Because
I said, what is he going to do if he has the...
I really like...
I read a press release, not a press release, I read a news article yesterday that said you have a new TV show.
Yeah, I don't know why they're press releasing right now. It's a pilot, but apparently TV Guide Network is really excited about it. And
it's called Gossip Cop.
Yeah, it's a website now, gossipcop.com, where they debunk celebrity rumors. So I think it's a really great message, and people can go to the site now, but now it's going to be a TV show.
But they say your name is Beth Ostrowski Stern. And then even last night when you were reading it to me, I said, I've given up trying to figure out if you're Beth Stern or Beth Ostrowski Stern.
What would you like me to be?
Me? I mean, my vote is Beth Stern.
Okay.
Because I played a clip this morning of some guy mangling your name, and it's like the guy. What did he call Beth Ostrowski?
Or Trotsky?
Is it really hard, Ostrowski?
Yeah, it's a hard name.
Why don't I legally change it and then the?
I thought you did.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So legally,
what's on your driver's license?
About the Ostrowski.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, why don't I legally change it, and then there will be no more questions?
Yeah, but you got to say to people, I want to be introduced as Beth Stern.
Absolutely. I will announce it now. Please introduce it.
Yeah, because
I'm going on Fox, I was on Fox and Friends just now. Now I'm going on Good Day New York. I will tell them to introduce me as Beth Stern.
Thank you.
And LX this afternoon.
Yeah, I just want to know what your name, because people say, well, what is your name? I go, I don't know. I don't know my wife's name.
Well.
Now I do.
Anyway, everybody come to North Shore Animal League this weekend.
All right.
And
I love
have
you.
fun
I
with
love
Cara,
that dog.
And
that is a beautiful dog, Duncan.
All
right. I
and
love
honey,
you.
wear a name tag because I don't know your name. I love you too.
See you at home.
I'll see you later. And she's one of the hottest Jewish women in the world, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
When did you become that?
There was an article that says she's on a list. Aren't you on a list that says you're the hottest Jewish woman? Yeah. Hey, take a picture of that dog and put it on Twitter.
That is a great dog.
If you see this dog, you will adopt this dog. Wow, what a dog.
And feels good, too. I just gave her him a little pet.
Right?
Such a soft coat.
I'm tempted to take that dog. I like him.
That is a beautiful dog. You could not go wrong.
We got a house full of pets, though.
No, you don't. You got 2 cats and a dog.
That's a house full of pets.
That is not.
Cara Guardi.
Dio Guardi
was on American Idol for 2 seasons.
Yes.
And I don't know what happened after that. To me, let me look at you. Cara, let me look at you. Put down the picture of Ronnie. No, let me look you over. Let me look you over, baby.
Cara is dead. There is no Cara anymore.
Cara?
Cara.
Is it Cara?
It's
that
Cara.
guy called me Cara. Cara. You're so
Simon.
annoying, Cara.
Oh, that's
It's Cara, man. Can I get my name back, please?
You got a great body. When you took your clothes off on American Idol and you went into the bikini, and I know in your new book there's a whole chapter on it, because it was traumatic for you, right? But I got the impression at the time that you really wanted people to see how hot you were and how hot your body was, right?
No, what it was they had this great idea, and they were like, all right, you remember Bikini Girl? We're going to have her back on the finale, and you're going to be in a bikini and come out, or you're going to be in a dress and come out singing, and then you'll show everyone.
I loved it. It changed my whole opinion of you.
It was a great idea, and I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, who's doing that? And they're like, you. I'm like, no, whoa, I don't even want to go to the freaking beach in my bathing suit. Okay?
Is that true? I mean, here you are, the woman who wrote songs for years. You never got to be the person in the front. You never got to be the front person, so to speak. You'd write these songs for other people. They'd have huge hits. Suddenly, on American Idol, they want you in a bikini. You're going to be on the stage. Everyone share. I would think this is your dream.
Really? I wet myself. Okay.
What do you mean you wet yourself?
I was so nervous. My manager was like, "Honey, do not wear a white bathing suit. You better wear a black one," because he knew that I was so incredibly nervous.
And you peed in your bikini?
Yes, a little tinkle.
Is that true?
Yes, I swear to God.
It's so sexy. I could kill myself.
Oh, really? You like that?
Oh my God, that drives me nuts.
God. Are you serious?
Like you couldn't even control your urine. You peed all over your bikini. Was the bikini wet?
Listen, it wasn't like a puddle. It wasn't like
Was
I was
the bikini
swimming.
wet when you went
A little
up?
bit, but what was worse is I had this dress on from Vera Wang, and the poor woman, she was like, "Okay, I need it back the day after."
Right.
And all I could think of is, all I
could
think of is she's going to get it, and there'll be a magnifying glass like CSI, and they're going to look down it, and she's going to be like, "Oh my God, this pig!"
Tell me you defecated in your bikini, and I'll marry you right now.
No, I didn't.
You did not?
That one I didn't.
That would be so hot if you completely lost everything.
That would, that would have been really interesting for Bikini Girl.
Was American Idol the worst experience in the sense that, okay, you got to be famous, but you took a beating? I mean, you came in, and all of a sudden you're being scrutinized. And everyone's calling your name. I was doing it too. I mean, you were, everyone's like, get her off of there. They don't need a fourth judge.
No, I totally. It was like I broke up the Beatles, and I think what was really frustrating for me is that I could never voice who I really was, and they didn't set it up so well. So people were like,
they didn't introduce you properly.
Who the hell is this girl? She's got like some teased hair. She looks like Paula's cousin. She's sitting there. And part of it was I was so incredible. I sat on the couch in the back of the studio. I got coffee for some of the artists at times. They'd walk in and go, "Honey, I need it black with milk."
Right. So
I was so behind the scenes.
The weird thing, in a way, they could have orchestrated you coming on American Idol in a better way to make people like you and understand the need for you. Because if you really analyze it, more than Simon, more than Paula, more than Randy, you've actually written. How many hit songs have you written? When I say hit songs that have been on the top of the charts.
A lot. Like 40, 50. I've sold songs of mine have sold over 159 million records.
Wow.
159 million records.
Songs that
So if they had made that clear, like I didn't know anything about you. All of a sudden, I thought you were Paula's friend or something, or we were using you to keep Paula in line, which is the worst thing. That's almost to bring someone in and say, hey, she's here to get Paula in line.
Look, it was not easy, I got to tell you. And I think the hardest part was when I did sometimes read the blogs. And they were pretty hard on me, but also at the same time when I'd watch the show, I'd be like, she is annoying, that person, because that person wasn't me.
Where you would talk too much, and then Simon would say, "Oh, stop talking."
Well, I was nervous, and I was trying to figure out how to fit in, and it was impossible because they had this chemistry already.
Is it hard to be a judge in the sense that sometimes you really think someone sucks, and you just don't want to say it to them? You don't want to hurt their feelings.
Well, by the end, it was funny. The last season, it was probably really annoying for Simon because I would tee him up. I'd be like, that wasn't so good, I got to tell you. I mean, I was always negative, and that was kind of his role. So to tee him up was weird. But for me...
Would he say to you after the show, you fucked me over because you were negative, and now all of a sudden, when I'm negative, it seems like the same thing?
No, he wouldn't, because, he knew that I wasn't... I think if he knew I was trying to fuck with him, he probably would have said that. He would have been like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Was he the boss, so to speak? Was he the one in charge?
I would say that he really ran the panel when he was there.
And how did he get that role? I mean, didn't Randy get resentful of that? Randy plays it smart. He just kind of lays back and
Randy's
happy to be there.
Randy's just a great guy. Randy is, Randy's like a teddy bear. He's just a doll.
He's going to go along with whatever's happening.
You don't
great.
like Simon, do you?
I do like Simon. I do. In the beginning, I thought he was way too hard on me. And
how so?
Well, when we'd be on the audition table, and he'd be like, Cara, you're talking, and it was... I'm the kind of person that...
Way too hard are you on camera or off camera?
Well... Kind of both, but I understood it. Listen, I understood. The guy was the star. I got it. It's not like I was like going in my room and, calling my agent. It was like I got it. I was just trying to figure out how to adapt around him.
He could have been more helpful, is what you're saying, because he affects everyone's perception of you.
Totally.
And when he blows you off and he cuts you off and rolls his eyes while you're talking, you're doomed.
But
that's
you know what? That's TV, so I got it. Like, that's who he is. That's his role. But by the ninth season... we started to, I think, develop a respect for each other. And I have to say that I learned a lot from that guy. I learned a lot by watching him. So for that, I have to give him thanks.
Explain to me, as a songwriter, how you make a living. Because I don't understand it. You write the song, and then after you write the song and someone like Christina Aguilera sings your song, you get checks on a regular basis.
You get, I mean, if you write big songs, we're talking millions of dollars.
Wow.
So
You've written big songs.
Yeah.
And you have millions of dollars from it. And it's constant. In other words, I have friends who are in the music business, and they say, oh, the royalty checks just keep coming. I'm taking 2 years off because the royalty checks come in. It's that big an amount? And how do you even know they're paying you the proper amount? How do you audit that?
Well... First of all, I'm one of probably the only songwriters that own their own catalog forever, since the beginning.
You own all your own music.
I did, but I sold everything about 3 before I went on Idol. So when I was approached by Idol, I was almost like, I think I'm out of here.
Yeah,
I think I'm done now. Like, I'm just going to chill for a while.
I had millionaire.
In other words, you had enough. You have enough money that you could have said, "I'm done songwriting. I'm done working. This is it. I can play the rest of my life."
Oh yeah, I mean, I made more from songs than I did from Idol.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, from what you're saying, you're one of the most successful songwriters in the world, aren't you?
I think people would say I was one of the
Can you give us some
successful.
titles?
Yeah.
Well, here, wait. Let me do this. I'll give you some titles.
Why don't you do it?
Here, I'll tell you. I'll give you some titles, and then I'm fascinated by this. I really am. How do you know they're paying you the proper amount of money when you're?
Well, you check it, and I mean,
check it, who do you check it with?
I go to BMI. I go to performance rights societies, the record labels. I also.
How could you really know that you're being paid properly? You really can't.
Well, you audit them too.
You do.
Of course.
And you've done
You want to know this? I am the only person in the history of the music business that audited a company and they had overpaid me.
Who was the company?
I had to pay back the money.
Who was the company?
EMI.
EMI. In other words, they'd sent you royalty checks.
Yes.
You checked.
I had to send back money.
Why did you tell them the truth? Could you have lied? And
what do you mean? They found, because when they go through the books that you have to disclose.
Yeah. Oh,
Can you imagine?
Have you ever audited and found that you were owed money?
No, not yet. Because you know why? I register my songs. See, a lot of writers like to go, oh, I didn't get paid. Did you register your song?
What does that mean?
They go, you have to put it in with the company. If you don't, they don't know to pay you.
I see. You've got to keep an eye on your songs are your children, and you have to keep.
Exactly. And I'm a business person. I own a publishing company.
Does it kill you inside that you don't get to sing your own songs? It would drive me insane. I mean, I always felt bad for the guy in the band, Robbie Robertson, who wrote all those songs, but he couldn't sing them. At least he got to be on stage and play the guitar.
Right.
Is that the worst part of this whole experience in your profession?
I mean, I wanted to be an artist in the beginning, but that didn't work out. So
you hate singing, don't you?
I hate performing.
Because your father ruined it for you.
Well, I don't want to say he ruined it, but he pushed me as a little kid, and I kind of, I talk about it in the book. I had stage fright. I definitely had stage fright.
Your dad would say, Cara, get up there on the stage and sing.
Yeah.
And that freaked you out.
it totally freaked me out because I was a perfectionist, and I was more about, like, am I going to get it right? Is it going to be great? As opposed to loving it and being in the moment. But I have to say, I thank my dad for that because it got me ready for American Idol.
You make that good, that your father would force you up on a stage to sing.
Well, when you're in front of 25 million people live, thank God I had that kind of experience.
Did you ever go out and perform some of your own songs? Will you ever sing your own songs?
Well, that's sort of how I got to writing the book, is I was doing these shows where I was singing the songs I'd co-written and telling the stories of
Is
how
that what
they
you
came
did?
to be.
Because of American Idol, you probably said, hey, I could go out and do a little show, and people will come here. Like Burt Bacharach
Well,
used to
my
do that.
manager forced me to do it again.
Burt Bacharach couldn't sing his own songs, but he became such a known personality as a songwriter that he could go out and people would say, okay,
I'll
maybe
go see him.
he can't sing it so great, but that's it. Are you a good singer?
Asked me to sing one of my songs.
All right. What's your biggest song that you ever wrote? What's your favorite?
Well, I love Sober.
Sober. That's the one Pink did, right?
Yeah.
So when she's on the radio singing that, and you obviously can sing, do you ever say, why didn't I just record that song?
No, I say thank God for that bitch. I love her.
Really? You don't want the spotlight?
No, not like that. I love singing, I do, but...
What do you mean you wrote that song? I mean, you wrote the music?
Let me tell you what it was,
all right,
okay?
let me
tell you
understand
that,
it.
because this is important, a hell of a high note gets into this. It says, because there's been all this stuff in the press about all these things that I've been through, but why it discusses it is because every experience I've had and everything I've gone through has been put into my songs. So I had an eating disorder, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So we go to write Sober. When you have an addiction...
What do you mean you go to write Sober? Is that you mean you're with
I get
Pink?
a call from Pink.
You write together in a room.
Exactly. So I get there, and to be honest with you, it was the second time we'd met. The first time was a bit awkward. I met her. She was at the end of this album, and her record label was like, you need to go out and find a hit. Meanwhile, she had all the hits. And they were like, go meet this girl, Kara. And she's like, who's this bitch, Kara?
Right.
I got to go meet someone now? I'm a big artist. So I met her, and it was a little awkward, and I thought, oh, I blew that. That's never going to happen. But she called a year later, and I went out to Malibu.
Isn't it funny you think you blew it? She blew it. She needs you. She needs
I don't know
the
if she
songwriter.
needs me. She's pretty damn good, I got to tell you. She's
I think she's a very talented woman, and I like her music.
She's writing a lot of her songs.
She really does, so I'm going to tell you what
and
happened.
I love that song, Sober.
Well, so what happens is I go out there, and I'm like, let's talk about what happened last time, because as women... you never want to be in a room with a woman and there's some weird shit going on. So we cleared the air on that, and then we opened the bottle of wine.
Right.
And I am not a big drinker. Like one or two, and I'm up on the bar, man.
Me too.
I'm ready to go.
Right.
This girl, she can drink a lot more than me, so I try to keep up. But what happened is we just had this great game of like drunken tennis,
You mean you would spew out a line, and then Pink would spew out a line?
Exactly, and that's how we would do it. She had the last line, how do I feel this good sober? And they had the track.
How did you know to call it? Did she come over and say, we're going to write a song called Sober?
She said, I have a title, how do I feel this good sober? And we wrote backwards from that.
And you were drunk when you wrote it?
Totally drunk.
That's insane, right?
It was so fun, and I was so drunk that when I went to get in my car on the Pacific Highway, Coast Highway, I had to pull over. I think I had to nap for 45 minutes.
Do you remember which lines you wrote in the song?
I remember the pre-chorus. I definitely influenced because it was a 4-bar loop. I don't know if you about.
We don't know anything.
Right. Okay.
We're idiots.
Yeah. So from the
you're
basics.
definitely not an idiot,
Right.
but night is calling, all that stuff in the pre, and a lot of the melodies, and we did it
Who
together.
writes the melody? You guys write
we
it
both
together.
do. I mean, to get down to who did what, I'm telling you, that girl is one of the most talented people I have ever been around.
That
it was
is insane.
The best writing session of my life, and
I've
on
never-
my mother's soul, the girl went into the recording booth and sang it 3 times, and it was done.
I've never heard a better explanation about how someone writes a song. I've never really gotten...
It's chemistry. It's a date. It's a date.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes in and nails it.
Nailed it like you've never seen. We all had goosebumps.
Do you go to an office every day?
Not every day, but I go there.
You're a record executive at Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
You have a title. What is your title?
It's, like A&R.
Right. You go out and discover people. That's got to be a trip because you can literally take the hand of God and forget American Idol.
Yeah.
You could take the hand of God, go see a kid in a club, and make him
You know
one
what?
of your
I'm
artists.
trying to change what's been going on in music because here's the thing: we got to have the right gatekeepers. Because people ask why isn't there a Beatles or a this or a that?
Right.
Well, artists are sensitive, and if they're in the wrong hands, they'll end up in bed for 4 years. You know, so imagine that somebody walks in who's really got the goods and they're mishandled or they're not talked to. You know, creative people speak a certain language. Business people and creative don't. So
you know what?
They respect me more than they would like some, you know, guy who really has never.
You're absolutely right. You've written songs. You understand artists because what you say is not bullshit. I have friends who are in the recording industry. They can't get out of bed in the morning. They get into such depressions. They feel so much. That's how come they can write songs. They feel this intensity, don't they?
They do, and that's, you know, that's partially what this book is about. It's, you know, you cannot write great songs unless you come from a place of truth. And when you talk about Pink, the reason she's so great is she comes from her truth. She's not ashamed of it, and she lets it out there. And she's inspired so many people, especially women.
So you sat in the studio with her. She does this song, and you can smell a hit, can't you?
I was, whether it was a hit or not, it was a life-changing experience for me. It went in my brain. I went, why would I ever go in the studio with someone who didn't inspire me?
Now, after that magic happens, why does she say to you, let's go sit and write 10 more songs? Why is it just the one?
Well, you know, she wrote a lot with Max Martin, these new songs, and he's one of the best songwriters ever.
You see what's coming across right now? Here you are, a woman who's incredibly knowledgeable about the music industry and have been responsible for millions and millions of records, and yet that never came across on American Idol. And in a way, that's the program's fault. You couldn't have set that up.
We didn't know who we were listening to.
In fact, you seem to be more important to me now because you do have this credibility.
Well, thank
What's
you.
the most difficult song you ever wrote? I'll give you a couple of...
Ain't No Other Man.
Ain't No Other Man.
I'll tell you why.
Why is
because
that? Who did that, Ain't No Other Man?
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
I wish I had that to play right now. Yeah.
I'll tell you why it was difficult.
Why?
Okay, let me see if I can clearly state this. You know when you go into karaoke bars?
Yes.
You know the track, the music they put on?
Right.
Well, a lot of times today, producers will give you a track. It's already done. The music is sounding great. It's ready to go. Okay? You have to write the top line, which means the melody and the lyric.
Right.
She had this track from a guy named DJ Premier, and it was going, do your thing, honey. Do your thing, honey. And I was like, oh, my God, shut that bit. I'm going to kill myself if I hear that one more time.
Right.
And Christina's going, this is my single. And I'm like, girl, you are out of your mind. That is not your single. That is like the worst thing I've ever heard. She's like, I'm telling you, this is the single.
She knew.
And I'm like, how is this the single? Who is this annoying person who keeps saying, do your thing? And she said, I'm just telling you it is. And I had to get out of my own head. And this is really interesting, actually. She was in a great marriage. And she was feeling really positive and really loved. And I was in a shit relationship. And I was blocking the words for Ain't No Other Man, the feeling, the intention, because it was healthy.
Right.
It was happy and it was healthy.
And you weren't in that place.
And I have been in that place, but in that particular moment, I wasn't. So,
you married now?
Yeah, to a great guy.
Who is this guy?
His name's Mike.
Probably doesn't even work. He probably has you
He did work. He was a teacher.
Look at this fucking guy.
He was a teacher. And let me tell you, he totally works. He's operations.
Operations? What is that?
Well,
Operations.
in the house, we don't have any help. We don't have anything.
Oh, so he's...
So I go, operations, I need you in the bathroom, and down the income, and he comes upstairs.
Is it hard to respect a man who isn't powerful, who like you, who
Dude,
doesn't have...
that guy is so powerful. Are you kidding?
But you know what I mean. A man is defined by his job.
Outwardly, you need a powerful
Absolutely
man?
not. And
You
let
don't
me
get
tell you-
resentful that he stays home and doesn't have to earn the money?
I think he deserves a medal for dealing with me and my life.
Really?
Seriously.
And doesn't he feel inadequate in some way? Because
He is so supportive. He's so happy that
do
I'm
you
out
give
there
him
doing my
cash
thing.
every week?
He works.
Oh, he does work.
Well, he works on we have a bunch of properties, so he's like, he just finished 3 bathrooms. He was away for a month doing them. He works hard. He digs ditches for the house.
But you have to pay him.
He's doing a job. I got to pay somebody.
How do you pay your husband? What do you decide to pay him?
Oh, God, I can imagine how you think I pay him.
No, do you pay him well?
I pay him what normal people
In other words,
get
he
paid.
needs $5,000 to go buy himself a leather bag. Does he have to come to you and
First
say...
of all, he ain't buying a leather bag.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
He doesn't come to me. He has
a
his
piece of
own money.
luggage.
He owns properties, too. He has his own money.
He has his own money?
Yes, he does.
All right, take it easy.
Oh, my God.
I mean, come on, man. You're getting defensive. What did I do wrong?
You're attacking her husband. She should
I'm
be
not
defensive.
attacking. I'm asking. Does he have access to your money? Is there a joint account?
No.
There is not. Of course not.
No joint account.
How long you been married?
2 years.
You got kids?
No, I'm trying.
No one today can have kids.
I know. I've been having a lot of sex, no kids.
Oh,
a lot of sex.
That's good and bad.
Bunch of IVFs too.
Really?
Don't do that.
What am I supposed to do?
So don't have a kid.
Well, I may adopt.
Yeah. Get a kid from Malawi.
I think I'm going to adopt Ronnie. Where did he go? Ronnie left.
He's looking to be adopted.
He is?
Oh, you did all the in vitro? You want that baby?
I tried, yeah. But
it's hard.
It's really hard.
What do you think it is? Maybe you exercise too much.
No, I don't exercise too much. I think, honestly, trying to get pregnant when you're on a live TV show is impossible.
So maybe you need to chill a little bit.
Yeah.
I did. I chilled. I gained some weight. Went through the process of it again. And
the in vitro is a very painful experience, isn't it?
It's, you got to give yourself shots.
In your asshole?
Not in my asshole. How could you shoot into an asshole?
You can't
It's a hole.
Into your vagina?
What?
Stop it.
Where do you shoot this stuff?
Into your stomach. Oh, my God.
What?
Stomach.
Into your stomach?
Yeah, right here. I just do it right here.
Show me your stomach.
No, I can't do that.
Lift up your dress.
No, I'm not going to lift up my dress.
You know you want to.
Oh, God.
Did it drive you crazy walking around Los Angeles all these years being this incredible songwriter, selling millions of records, and nobody knew your face? Nobody knew who you were?
No, I think what was most important to me, honestly, was being financially independent.
Yeah.
I see. It was about being able to work and make money and be successful.
Being able to stay in music, which was what got me healthy, like writing and dealing with my issues. Being able to do that as a living and stay in it and actually make money from it was my primary goal.
Who has take American Idol and then step out?
Because how do you say no to American? It's like, do you want to go on American Idol and be a judge? No.
Who approached you on that?
The producers did.
They knew of you. They knew of your reputation.
They knew of me, and it's funny because you never saw that side of me on the. They knew of me.
They reduced you to a joke. Simon took you and really kind of made you like you're not that important. Meanwhile, you're doing way more in the music business than he is.
I don't know that he reduced me to a joke. I think what was happening is, where was my role? I didn't have a role. And you know what? And an industry executive, by the way, because that was my role. Who the hell wants to watch that? That's boring.
I
need
think so.
experts.
You're a songwriter. We sort of heard that, but nobody ever really knew your credentials.
What artist has completely ruined your music? You wrote a song, you knew it was a hit, they took it and wrecked it.
I can't say anyone's ever wrecked a song.
Who blew it? What song do you think you wrote that should have been a hit and wasn't because so-and-so recorded it?
I got to think about that. Well, you know what? I'll say one thing. There was a song, and it's not because of the artist. It was because sometimes what happens is the people running these labels pick the wrong, not all of them, because I actually love Warner Brothers. I think it's a great label. But sometimes they'll pick the wrong song for an artist in the wrong genre. And I'll give you an example. There was a song I wrote called Lost by Faith Hill, who's a great singer.
Right.
But it was too pop, the song. It's not going to fit in country.
She shouldn't have been the one to sing it.
Right. So it wasn't her fault. It was just that it didn't live there. It didn't survive there. It didn't fit the market. She's a country artist. She can't be doing songs that kind of feel more pop.
You're a very good-looking woman. You know that, right?
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate
You're
that.
very attractive. When you were a kid, when you were growing up, when you were in high school, you probably had everything going for you. You could write music, you could sing, and you're fucking
wasn't
hot.
doing that then.
Yeah, but you probably had an easy time in high school. You weren't unpopular, were you?
No, I had a lot of friends, good friends, and I
boyfriend?
I had a boyfriend in high school. Yes.
Started sexually early?
I had sex at 15.
15.
Hold on.
What? Go ahead.
Hold up. Let me tell you the rest.
Yes.
So I kind of did it for him because he was more sexually advanced than I was, and then I didn't do it again until I was 19, and I went to confession, and
You're a
I had to
Catholic
do like
girl.
1,000 Hail Marys and Our Fathers, and my father was looking at me like, "What the hell have you done? What is because that's how your parents would tell."
You reveal in your new book, and by the way, I should plug the book. It's a hell of a high note. It's in stores now. You reveal in the book that you were raped by a record producer. Now, after an experience like that, which when I read the notes, I got really sad for you. I mean, again, it sounds like Kim Cattrall saying, like, you go in, you were probably, what, a young kid? How old?
Like maybe 28, 29.
28, 29. You're a good-looking woman. You walk in there, and all you're trying to do is sell songs. You're trying to make a living. Some fucker, I don't know who the guy is. I don't know if you name him.
No, I don't.
No. Why is that you name him?
Because if you make it about one person, then it's about that person, and it's not an experience of all the other people that have gone through this.
Yeah, but why don't we out these people? I don't understand
was
that. I was
this person
talking.
ever punished?
I'll tell you, I walked straight up to him in a club. The 2 days later, well, the day after, I stayed in bed because I was just like freaked out. The day after that, I went out with a producer I was working with at the time, this guy Steve Morales, and it just so happened that the guy was in the club, and I walked straight up to him and said, "I know what you did to me." And he looked at me and laughed and said, "You wanted it, honey."
Oh.
And the producer, hold on, this was really important because I had been through this thing as a kid with my mom, and she didn't kind of stand up, and
you had been, and you're referring to, here, I'll take you through this because this is difficult. When you were a younger kid, you were molested by a family friend. And you were how old?
Around 11.
11 years old. And this guy got you alone. He touched you in inappropriate places. Did he have sex with you?
No.
No. He didn't force you to give him oral or anything like that, but he molested you. He touched you and all of that. And so when you went to your mother looking for protection, you said, "Mom, this is happening to me," which most young girls don't. They're afraid. Because usually the molester says, "I'm going to kill your parents if you tell," and this and that. But did he try any of that on you?
No.
So you went to your mother. You trusted her. And you opened up to her, which is difficult. She basically ignored it.
It was, when you feel unprotected by a parent, I think what happens is in your brain it goes to, "I'm not worth anything."
That's right.
So I had to kind of build my self-esteem. But in my mother's defense, she was very Catholic, repressed. My parents never said sex until I was like in my mid-20s.
Why does every person who isn't protected by their parents somehow build up that in defense of my parents?
Well,
There's
let me
no
tell
defense.
you, I discussed it with my mother before she died.
Okay.
My mother was sick for 7 years, so I had a long time to get through
And you
this.
took care of her.
I did, and I forgave her. It was the kind of thing that I know it weighed heavily on her because now that I've written this book, a lot of her friends
Kara,
have called and talked about it.
what was her response when you said, "Mom, why didn't you do something
she said,
for me?"
I wasn't strong enough, and I'm sorry.
And that's what you don't understand, Howard. These people are doing the best they can.
No, I do understand that.
And they don't
She
have
really
the
was.
wherewithal.
She didn't have. There was no Oprah back then.
Right, yeah.
There was no one
I understand
to tell. And
that.
this was one of her close friends.
Let me ask
it was
you
a bad
something.
situation.
If you did have a child, or any child that you know came to you and told you this, how come you have the strength to stand up for that
you're
person?
talking to a girl who got slapped 2 weeks ago by some girl on the street for interrupting when she was yelling and pushing her daughter.
Good. Well, how come you have the strength and your mother couldn't find the strength? Let's not forgive her so easy.
We're different people.
Two different
We're different
times.
Why do we have to forgive?
Because if you don't forgive and you don't let it go and get past it, it's just going to eat you alive. I've moved on from it.
You're looking at a guy who's eaten alive, and let me tell you,
You know
something.
what?
I'm
You
still
look pretty
standing.
damn good.
Goddamn right.
You look pretty damn good.
Are you enjoying it?
So getting back to this painful subject. So you had been through this, and I don't understand what happened with this record guy. You
Okay,
go
so
in,
this is what happened. So I go up to him and I say this, and he laughs at me. But the producer I'm with sees this, the guy that I went to and goes up to him and goes, "You fucking ever touch her again, I'm gonna fucking..." And so he stood up for me.
Right.
And it was this amazing moment where I just felt like so protected by him.
How did this guy rape you? Were you on a date with him?
Yeah, I was on a date
you were
with
on a
him.
date.
So what happened was, he had been acting like he was so interested in my music and that I was so talented, and I was, down in Miami and I didn't have any friends there or anything, and I was working all the time, and he seemed really nice. He had, a daughter, I don't know what age, but he seemed like
a good
he was
dude.
divorced, but he seemed like a good guy.
Right.
And, we went on a date, and then,
Where did he take you on the date? Dinner?
Yeah, a restaurant.
Drinking a lot?
No.
Okay.
No. And it just, at the end, we went back, and I guess...
Where, his room?
No, he walked me to my apartment because I had rented an apartment, had an apartment there. And we started, kissing, whatever. But I was like, no. Date rape is a very strange thing.
Right.
Because you don't realize it's happening to you because it's not a stranger. It's someone who you actually thought you knew.
That's right.
And so, before I knew it, he's like, it was just you.
He's kissing
frozen.
you, and then all of a sudden,
and I'm like, no, and
you said no
a million times,
and he kept kind of pushing it.
Yeah, and then
And he pushes himself into you.
Right. I'm not sure that he. I don't think there was,
you don't think there was penetration?
No, there was that, but not. He didn't
come or
something.
He didn't come.
You don't think he came because what? You threw him
then I
off
was
you?
like, then I started. I think to, it got awkward.
It got weird, and you just said no, no, no,
again, and then
get
finally,
off of me.
he was like, he
was pushing a little bit too hard.
Wow.
And wasn't taking no for an answer.
Yeah, it was really.
The fuck is wrong with guys? Why does a guy get off on? I know it's not about getting off. It's a power trip.
But in his mind, he literally thought that's what I wanted. Because I went up to him and I was like, I know what you did to me. And in that moment, for whatever it was, I got some power back.
Would have been nice even if he could have said to you, you know what, I got carried away. And
I would have understood that.
That you would have responded to.
If he said to me, you know what, I thought about it and I was right.
I was a little too aggressive or whatever. But no, he said you wanted it. Yeah, clearly you wanted it.
And by the way, here's the thing. It's like I really was, all I cared about was doing my job and getting my songs on records. I was like a scrapper. I mean, that's what I cared about. I did not care about.
So
I never had sex with any guy I ever met on the first date.
The guy who yelled at him for you, did he try to have sex with you?
No.
Because that would have been my move. I would have yelled at that guy. What about me?
No, he didn't.
I calculate everything.
No.
I'm going to yell for her, and I'm probably going to get in her pants tonight.
Oh, my God. No, he totally
How
didn't.
long did it take you to actually go on a date with a guy after something like that happens to you and actually trust a guy and get into bed with him?
I think what happens is you get into the wrong relationships because it just reaffirms that I'm not worth any, that thing that I was coming back from. I had to, most of my career, I've been building back my self-esteem, coming back from where I was. And that's why I used all those things to write Walk Away, because I did get into a bad relationship. But I finally got it right. I'm with a great guy now, and that's why this book, I think, is important.
Doesn't date rape taint every relationship you have with a man? Aren't you sort of expecting that every man is an animal?
I think what it does is it makes it very hard for a person to be intimate. To truly, like, it's one thing, when you first meet someone, you've been dating, and then you start having sex, right? And it's like that new thing. But once it becomes like something you've been doing with them, it's the intimacy that keeps you together.
I love that challenge. I wish I had met you right after that.
Really?
Because I love the challenge of making someone feel trusting.
That's the strangest thing you've ever heard.
I've done it 3 or 4 times in my life.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm terrific at that.
You're
I'm a cleanup batter.
Date after date rape.
Many women have come to me after date rape and said, I'm talking with them. They tell me about it. And I go, now here's a challenge for me.
Oh, my God, you're a sicko. I love it.
I never knew that about you.
I nurse women back to health.
You do?
I wish I could have nursed you.
I wish I'd known you.
I wish I knew these women. I don't even know them.
I know. Oh, God.
The book is called A Hell of a High Note. It's in stores now. Carol will be signing copies of her book at the Book Review in Huntington, New York. This is a very important appearance, and you will get to see her. You will sign everything, and you will sit there and sign everybody's book, right?
Not only will I sit there and sign it, I'll take pictures and photographs. And
will you kiss them?
Talk. I hug and kiss all.
You
of them.
do?
Not French.
No French kissing?
No, just
well, then you haven't gotten over your situation.
No, you're right.
You need
God,
me
what kind of a book signing would it be unless there was tongue?
Total orgy.
I had anal with all of the people online at my book signings.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's why you're
my ass was
weird.
so sore.
I know. That's why. That's what's going on.
May 7th at noon at Book Soup.
Does she still have people coming up and singing to her?
Yeah.
Because
you know what's so cute?
Now, you're going to be on a new show, right? You're going to have
where
you're a judge.
I had judge on a songwriting.
But this makes sense because it's a songwriting competition, and you're a songwriter. Yeah. So this should be good for you.
It's really, actually, it's a great show.
Maybe you'll get to shine. And you like this better because it's pre-tape, so that you feel it can be edited. And
yeah, that's got its own issues because I have a lot to say, but they edit everything down.
What the fuck is wrong with Paula Abdul? Go ahead. Really, what is wrong? What are you still friends, or you got?
I just saw her 2 weeks ago.
American Idol experience ruin your friendship for a while?
I think it was tough for Paula to arrive on set one day and then for them to be like, "Oh, by the way, there's a 4th judge." Like
you were very close. This is interesting in your book. Your book makes a lot of interesting revelations. When you were hired for American Idol, Paula Abdul was already working there. She was a good friend of yours. The type of friends that you guys go over her house and hang out and all this other stuff.
Not for years, but we'd spent a really close amount of time writing together. But you have to understand, friends like, my friend from high school, whatever, that I still see, and then they're celebrity friends where, you're friends for a minute and then they go off and they do their things. It's not the same.
But she was insulted. She showed up the day on the set.
She should have
and
been
you
insulted.
were there. All of a sudden there was a new judge. Yes. And really, she shouldn't have been any more insulted than the men, but she was because she was a woman. You were the new woman judge.
Well, I'm sure Randy was sort of like, hey, what's going on here, dog?
Why didn't they sit them down and tell them? What were they afraid of?
I really don't know.
And she was angry with you because you didn't call her ahead of time and tell her. But as you say, hey, I wanted the job. I didn't want to lose my job.
She never said to me, why didn't you call me? She was more like, what the hell is going on here? Like, there's some crazy I mean, it was literally like they were relighting the table.
Where did you see her a few weeks ago?
At the awards, the Logo Awards.
Logo Awards. And she was friendly with you?
Yeah, totally. We said, hey, how you doing? You know.
You're telling me they surprised Simon, too, with you as a judge, or they didn't tell him ahead of time? They told him. He knew. He gets to know, the other two don't. Oh, no wonder they were going nuts. Paula is probably devastated. Her show went off the air. She was a judge. She was going to do it on her own, and now, boom, over.
I think she's going to be on X Factor.
Simon has said he wants her for X Factor.
Oh, he does.
Supposedly, the negotiations haven't started, but he definitely wants her.
Do you believe that Paul Abdul has never been on drugs?
I think she said that she's been not on like drugs like pot or coke. I think she said she's taken some pills for her back.
Do you think she's loopy?
I think that Paula is creative, and I think that, she's just, that's her energy. Sometimes. You
don't think it's ayahuasca or any of this stuff?
What's ayahuasca?
You know full well what it is.
I swear to God,
You've never been to Peru and had an ayahuasca treatment?
What?
It is a leaf. It's an herb.
An ayahuasca?
That's right.
I grew up, my parents said marijuana, so I don't know.
Ayahuasca is the new thing now.
But it does say in my book how I got,
You got stoned at Paul Abdul's house, and she claimed the pot brownies you found in her refrigerator were put there by someone else. Do you believe that for a minute?
I believe that 100%, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because they were frozen there, right? Nobody knew what the hell they were. The maid took them out to de-thaw them. And then she ate one and ended up in the hospital. I ate 6. I couldn't even walk. For 3 days, I missed Father's Day. My father's like, what the hell? You got to be in the music business with a bunch of drug addicts.
You're a wild chick, I bet. I bet you that, you revealed a lot in your book, but I bet you've probably been with another girl.
I've kissed a girl.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
You've kissed a girl? You never got a full-blown on lesbo experience. Ever been to an orgy?
No.
Ever have 2 guys at the same time?
Hell no.
Nothing. What's the weirdest thing you ever did sexually? Anal.
You said that. I didn't say that.
You're not up for that?
Oh, God. What was that?
That's you clearing out.
Oh, my God. It would be way louder than that.
When you make love to a man, will you ever play with his buttocks?
Oh, yeah.
You will. You'll put a finger in there. You will, won't you? How dare you? You do?
You have the most fun job, Robin.
I do.
Literally, this is the gig right here. I used to think it was Kelly and Regis, but now I'm thinking this is the gig.
This is the gig. This is the gig.
This is
we're all
the gig.
having a party.
Can you make that sound again? No, not with that.
That one. That's actually me.
Oh, my God. That's like music to my ears.
Sometimes do you ever say to yourself, I imagine it was really difficult in the beginning to get credibility as a songwriter. Like someone's going to go, who's this person? Why would I sit there and write a song with them?
And also with a name like Diaguar, I mean, it's a nightmare. Cara Diaguar, for
How
TV?
did you get your credibility? Did you have to write a song on your own first, and then when you have a hit song first, and then the people will write with you?
Not just one hit song. You got to have a few.
How many songs did you have to write before you actually got credibility, where people would turn to you to help them
write? It was the Enrique Iglesias record that changed my life.
Enrique Iglesias record?
Oh, this cat, man, forget it.
What did he do to you?
You know what he did to me in the Jingle Ball down here?
No.
What?
So the first year after I write this scape, I said to him, he said, oh, I'm doing the Jingle Ball. Oh, yeah, Jingle Ball. In Madison Square Garden, everybody there. I'm like, oh, my God. He's like, you come. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
And we get there. He's like, you want to sing the backgrounds? I'm like, the backgrounds? You mean on stage? Yeah, you sing the backgrounds. You wrote the part. You could do it. I'm like, all right, great. But just cut the mic so no one hears me, because I don't remember all the parts. So I get up. I got a coat on, right? Like a big, bulky coat. I'm sitting there singing. Oh, next thing I know, these 2 people next to me that were wearing a jacket rip the jacket off. They're in skimpy little outfits, and they start salsaing, and I'm sitting there frozen in like a wool coat, not moving, and I'm like dying. I turn around, run off the stage, and the security guy goes, ma'am, what's going on here? And he quarantines me. He thought I was a Craze fan. Enrique gets off stage, and I'm like, Enrique, man, tell this guy what's up. I never saw her in my life.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen her in my life.
And they threw you out?
No, he finally said, but this guy's crazy. We'd be in the limo, and he'd say, Stop it, you're hurting me. And the limo guy would turn around and he'd go, she's hurting me. And he'd get out of the car to get me, and he'd jump in the front seat and drive away.
You know, when you just stood up to tell that story, we caught a panty shot.
Really?
We saw some panty.
What?
Show me.
Show you panty? You're out of your
Wait a
mind,
second.
man.
Get out of your
You don't
mind.
have enough money
no,
for that.
show me on camera. Let me see what happened.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
saying
Like,
they caught
All right,
something.
wait. They say they caught panty. Let me see.
What are they talking
what?
about?
They
Who
don't have
said it?
I don't know.
If you guys caught panty, my checkbook, I'm writing a check 'cause I need that
Good.
panty shot.
All right, let's. The new book is called A Hell of a High Note. It's in stores now. A couple of quick phone calls, and then I'll let you out of here. Let's go to Rick. Rick in Pittsburgh. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks, Howard. Carol, why do I suspect that you like to have your ass spanked during sex?
Is that true? Why does he suspect that you like to be spanked?
Are you?
Oh, my God. Did my husband call you?
Yeah. Is that something you enjoy? Rough
Do you like rough
sex?
sex?
You like to be choked? You like to be spanked? Anything going on there? There's
Choked and spanked.
Yes. Nothing wild with you.
I mean, sometimes my hair pulled, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you highly orgasmic?
I don't know what that means.
Someone told me you like to be called anti-Semitic names while you're having sex.
What?
Is that true?
You're out of your freaking mind.
All right. Yes.
The panty shot is ready.
All right,
What?
let me see it. There, let me
What
see it.
panty shot are you?
Look, take a look at the camera. I mean, take a look at that monitor. Let's see. Whoa, I saw a little something.
I don't know.
Right there.
You guys have a camera right up my panty.
Not up your panties. It's right over there. Listen, it happened.
You guys are a bunch of sickos, man. Are you joking? Well, it's not bad. At
It's
least
not
there's
bad.
not
You look hot.
cellulite or anything.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, now I see it. You're wearing white underwear, and it's sexy.
Thank God I wore underwear.
You're a very sexy woman, I'll tell you.
Oh, really? Thank
That's
you.
right. You can write about this in your next book.
That I said you were I was sexy?
No, that you had a panty shot. Paul, go ahead.
Good morning. I wanted to see if you guys had watched the Voice show last night.
I watched a little bit of it.
I didn't see
it, no.
Was it good, Robin?
It was interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tony. Tony, go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. Kara, I just want to say I Googled you as soon as you appeared on the show, and I just thought it made for a much better experience. I really respected what you had to say.
You mean when
thank
she was
you so
on American
much.
Idol?
I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right.
I really
Also,
appreciate that.
I have one other thing I want to say quickly. Did you try cough medicine for a replacement for IVF?
No, I didn't.
Cough medicine?
What?
Cough
How does-
medicine. You
really?
want to look into that. Doctors won't tell you about it, but it doesn't make for great radio, so I won't go on.
You're telling me that she can have a baby if she drinks cough medicine.
Absolutely. I have a son. I have a son to prove it.
Wow.
And how do you learn about something like that? Was that just your discovery?
A nurse told us while we were going through IVF. Our
wow.
daughter is IVF. Our son is natural. Now
It's cough medicine.
cough medicine.
Well, get on the cough. I knew a guy, a disc jockey.
Not only that, let's
in
get
Detroit.
some stock in halls.
I knew a disc jockey in Detroit who was addicted to cough medicine, and boy, was he a mess.
Was he fertile?
Thank you, though, very much for that.
Dennis, go.
recommendation.
You're not going to do it, are you? You're not going to start drinking cough medicine, or are you going to
I'm
look
gonna-
into it?
Well, first of all, I'm going to drink it because maybe it'll help me get some sleep tonight.
Are you
book tour is killing me.
You're having a hard time with this book tour?
No, it's just that being up, not so much sleep, but
Time
it's all right.
changes and...
Yeah,
Were you ever a drug person?
Never, no.
Smoke weed, except for the one
I have.
time?
Yeah, I mean, occasionally when I was younger. Not now, no.
You like a cocktail here and there?
Who the hell doesn't like a cocktail?
Take it easy. No,
Howard doesn't.
No one's accusing you of being an alcoholic. You got liposuction, huh?
Yeah, I did.
You don't need it. What, did you really need it?
Well, that was the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. I don't know. I was in Paula's place, and I was, ridiculous, and looked in the L.A. Weekly and said, "Oh, I never liked my knees. I'm going to go do that." I mean, what a psycho! I don't even know. I didn't even know who the doctor was. I could have died.
Right.
It was so stupid.
Well, just for your knees. You sucked the
Knees
fat out of your knees?
and like
And
right
your hips?
here, yeah.
Why? You had cellulite?
No, I had the last, I had eating issues, and I have to tell you, once I spent $5,000 to do this, my binge eating was never
What
enough.
is binge eating? In other words, you starve yourself all day, you get home at night, and then you just
It was
gorge?
there was a time in my life where I really I was trying to be something I wasn't. I went to Duke. I was going to be a lawyer, and that was
Right.
not who I was. I was
No,
creative.
you're a
So
creative songwriter.
Yeah, so I developed an eating disorder, and it was mostly you eat a lot of food, and it numbs you out, I never threw up or anything like that.
Never
but
did the anorexic
no.
thing?
But it got out of control where I'd wake up in the middle of the night and night binge. And
Did you gain weight?
yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, like not a lot, but probably 20.
Because your body looked awesome on American Idol.
25 pounds.
What do you think of the new American Idol, or do you have to be diplomatic and say it's
No,
perfect?
Have you watched?
I've watched bits and pieces of it. I mean, I think they have a great chemistry, and I think that's what's great.
Do you think it's too positive, though? Do you think that someone needs to say, do you miss a Simon-type character there?
I haven't seen enough of it to know if they're being critical, but what I do like about it, I'll tell you, is, I mean, I love Steven Tyler.
Yeah, well, who doesn't?
I told the executive producers to call him for Idol.
Yeah.
That was partially me.
Seems like a lot of people are taking credit for that, though. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
Who said it?
Somebody,
Ask Steven.
Steven. Well, Steven was here. He told us that it was me, actually.
Oh, did he really?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
No, but I bet you'd love to write a song with Steven, right?
I did. That's how I knew him, because he came
What
over
song
one
did you
day.
write with him?
It was a song for a movie in Japan called Love Lives. But what happened was that last year I got a phone call from my friend Marty Fredrickson, and he said, "What are you doing right now?" And it so happened that I had a session blowout. He said, "You want to write a song?" I said, "What are we doing?" He said, "I got Steven Tyler in the car."
Oh, wow.
I said, "Are you out of your mind? You want to come over here with Steven Tyler?" I said, "Of course you're going to come over here right now. You come here right now." I was so excited. Threw on a bunch of makeup, got the Yamaha, the old keyboard down, and he walks in, and I just thought this guy was the greatest guy ever.
Is it easy to write with him? Because he's always full of phrases.
Easy. And open and smart and funny.
But he's
and
uninhibited,
nice.
right? Because
he's the best.
He'll just start singing, right?
Oh, my, he started singing. He played Dream On in my living room. I took the pizza he ate and saved it.
Wow.
I was like,
did you really?
Oh, my God, he's an icon.
I love Steven. Did you think it was sort of a come down, though, for him to put himself out there like that? You think it's okay, right?
I think it's great, because I think people will get an experience with him and they'll also hopefully go back and check his records out.
Do you care about J-Lo at all?
Great.
Do you like her?
I mean, I think that, obviously she's got a hit now. She's relevant. She's somebody who sold a lot of records. And, look, American Idol, it was a great experience for me in the end.
Why don't you watch the show now? Is it too painful?
Because American Idol is my life. Every day there's a
you
kid
want
coming.
You want to be done with it.
Well, no. It's because every day I'm listening to people sing.
Right,
I'm listening to songs.
Right.
So do you want to go home and talk about radio? You probably
A lot
do.
of the American... No. A lot of American Idols, though, they don't... they're really not... They don't have the charisma. Isn't part of it not just singing, but it's also your look and sort of what you put out there in terms of your energy?
I mean, I'm going to make it more about the one thing that it's all about, which is songs.
Right.
When you leave that show, you better have hot songs, because you're competing with Lady Gaga and Katy Perry.
And Kelly Clarkson fucked up her life by going off and stopped collaborating with other songwriters, right? That's what screwed her up?
No, she did her own one record on her own, but she came back and she's been doing really well since. And she has truly an unbelievable voice.
When you worked with her,
she's the greatest.
So what was she? What was her? What happened to her? Because I heard she just didn't want to work with anyone anymore.
No, I think that she wanted a moment to kind of express what she was feeling. I mean, this is the thing that is so important about music. It's like these people are expressing what they're going through. How would you like to go into a room and she says, "Well, this is what I feel today," and some guy says,
"No,
I don't care about that. Just sing this."
Right.
And you've done all this to come so far, and you're not being listened to.
Have you worked with Britney Spears?
I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was a sweethart.
You must be worth a fortune. Are you worth $100 million?
Not 100.
Wow.
When you say
You're
worked
a catch.
with Britney Spears, what did you do with her?
I produced a vocal.
Okay.
Was she mental?
No, not at all. Not with me.
She was like the normal.
She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Really
You're
sweet.
worth the close. You've got to have an amazing catalog. You're a
I don't
smart
own it
businesswoman.
anymore. Yeah, and I own
What do you mean you
published
sold? You owned your own catalog and you sold it
to Bug Music. Yeah.
When you sell that many, how many songs were in the catalog?
Hundreds.
What do they pay for something like that?
Some money.
$70 million?
No, not
$50 million?
La 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 la.
Wow.
Can we hear more songs?
Do you have a prenup with your husband? Hello?
La la la.
Hello?
La, la.
Panty shot time again if you don't come out with the words.
Robin, you're so pretty.
Do you have?
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop it with her. She knows that already. You had to have signed a prenup with your husband. You're worth...
You just got
Isn't
married
time
2
up?
years ago.
I thought that was an hour we were in.
All right,
No, we're
well-
keeping you. We like you.
All right, you have the... Jason, you have the last word, and you're right. The time is up. Jason, go ahead. Hello.
Oh, he hung up on me.
He had enough.
He had
That's
enough.
right.
He's like, you know what? Screw that bitch.
Well, there you go. Listen, you've had an interesting life.
I have.
And
I've had
that's
a good
why
life.
that's why it's in a book. Cara DiGuardi's book. A Hell of a High Note is in stores now. I've really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. And I hope it inspires people to follow their dreams, go for it, and face their fears, because that's what I did.
What if their dreams, there's so many people who go on American Idol and they think they can sing, but they can't sing. Don't you think there are people out there who are totally off the mark in what their dream should be?
I do, but you know what? There's one way to see whether it's a dream or it's really, a pipe dream or a dream, and that's the hard work. Because a lot of people want to say they want to do things, but at the end of the day, you got to work hard for it.
Listen to me. Out in the hall when you leave, we have a parting gift of about a case of Robitussin, so you can have that baby.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I'm going to make sure that happens.
I'm going to get to it tonight.
I happen to know you're a good person. I know in your book you talk about your mother dying, and you took time off, and you sat with her. What, for 6 years you were with your mother?
She was sick for a long time.
You gave her, you cleaned her, you changed her diaper, you gave her enemas, and let me tell you something. Ain't that many people who'll do that.
She really was a great person.
She's all right.
She's human like all of us. But let me tell you,
she was human.
I swear to God, that's the best thing I ever did in my life.
Being with your mother while she was dying.
100%.
Father still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Dating?
Married.
Married.
Wonderful woman, yeah.
All right. Now.
I like you.
Oh, I like you.
No, I do. I really like you. I like you. You know when I knew I really liked you? When I read this Rolling Stone interview.
Oh, really?
I thought it was very heartfelt. You were really honest, and I liked that you were dealing with your demons. I like people who face their shit. To me, it's what this life is about.
And I'm going to tell you something. You're right to like me, because I am a wonderful person.
No, I'm starting to see this.
Right. And I turn you on. Believe me, I do.
I think you turn everyone on.
That's right.
Let's be honest.
I'm
Ronnie's even turned on.